Go.
Okay, we're going now. Oh God. Fuck. Duel monsters. Go.
Duel monsters. Seto Kaiba can threaten to kill himself.
No. Why do you lead with that?
Because it's funny.
Okay, well, welcome everybody to the Mistake Cast, and by mistake, it's Michael.
Hello. Yes, I am indeed a mistake. Thank you for bringing me here to talk about shit for like who knows how many hours.
Yeah,
Until we
totally.
get bored.
Yeah, basically. This is a thing that may or may not show up regularly, and if I drag people along for the conversation, then great. If not, then I'm going to drag Michael along because he's my bitch.
Yeah, I am indeed his bitch.
Okay.
We have
So,
a relationship.
Duel Monsters as a series was a thing that
It
happened.
was a thing. It was the first thing.
Yeah, I mean, season
It's created
zero.
by-
Season zero was a thing, technically.
Oh, we're starting with that. Okay, season
No,
zero.
I was gonna start with just Duel Monsters because I actually haven't ever seen season zero.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. It's special.
Okay then. Yeah, no, just okay. Let's start with actually like ranking our series from like worst to best. No, best to worst. Let's just
Best
start
to
with that.
worst?
Yeah.
Okay, you go first since you're the boss here.
Okay, well it's pretty simple, honestly. It's GX Arc 5. Actually, no. Duel Monsters Arc 5, 5Ds, Zexal, and then Vrains.
Well, yeah, Rain is still ongoing, but it looks like a fucking dumpster fire.
Which we will
From
get
what we're
to what makes us think that. As I have some very choice words involved.
I
in
also
that.
have choice words.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So
may or may not relate to bowling.
yeah.
Okay, so well, if I had to rate my series from best to worst, it would be pretty similar, but I always find myself juggling between either 5Ds or GX as my favorite series. Right now, I'm feeling GX, so it would be GX, 5Ds,
I'm gonna be
the
very
Arc
unpopular
5.
when we get to 5
Arc-
Ds.
You have very unpopular opinions. Arc
do.
5 because it had so much potential, but towards the end, the
We'll get to it.
Okay, okay, I shouldn't talk about my feelings about it then. Okay,
Like just hold,
GX.
because we get to we'll really expand upon it like when we get to it.
Okay, GX, 5Ds, Arc 5, Duel Monsters. No, wait. Arc 5, Zexal, Duel Monsters, then Vrains.
Really?
Yeah. Even though, like, Duel Monsters was the original one, like, the filler that came along with it and, like, how they fuck the rules a lot, like, kind of made me kind of ant towards it.
Yeah. Okay.
And Zexal isn't too bad, but we'll go along. But in my opinion, we'll go along more with that once we get to the Zexal part of this.
Yeah. Okay. So
Or Zeal, if you're one of
Duel
them.
Monsters is gonna be super sporadic as we talk about it because it's kind of like all over the place.
Are we going to talk about Dark Side Dimensions?
We are. We'll talk about Dark Side Dimensions as well when we, like
Okay.
as part of Duel Monsters.
All right.
Naturally.
So
Okay. So let's see. Let's just
Start
start
with
with the
Duelist
basic
Kingdom?
front part. Duelist Kingdom and
It was,
whatever the
it was-
fuck that was.
it was the first Bane created by Katsuka Takahashi, and rules don't exist. They don't.
But it also but we have to be grateful. Meme cards.
I know. Attack the Moon. Bloody. What other meme cards came out of that?
Well, we do have Obliterate as a card.
Oh yeah, Obliterate because
The Incredible, the Invincible, the Unbeatable.
Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And Obliterate.
I've used Polymerization to fuse Spell Shattering Arrow and my Graveyard Mammoth to inflict your
to fuse with your Blue Ultimate Dragon, and because it is an undead monster, fusing with a live creature, it will lose all its stack points.
Slowly over time. Also,
the
you have to kill Blue Eyes by cutting off all 3 of its heads. Because all 3 of the heads each have 3,000 attack points.
and the shockwaves will knock me off of will knock me off the castle wall. Okay, before we get to that, we should probably start from the beginning of Duel's Kingdom and just work our way up.
Okay.
Okay, so
the shit on the ship. Oh, let's start with shit talking the best character in the goddamn series, Weevil Underwood.
dude, he's Weevil. He has perfect gold ultimate Great Moth.
He's the
And then
best
they made support
character.
cards. And then they made support cards to like dump out perfect ultimate Great Moth on like the first turn, which still doesn't make it good.
It's a beautiful thing, but
It is beautiful.
and then you
Yeah,
had you had Big Boopskis.
May. Boob Brestentine. May Valentine.
I wish I didn't say that.
You wish it was May Valentine instead of my Valentine? Okay.
No, well, I was going to say something else, but we're going to be past that.
Okay. Well, the first character we were introduced to in the entire Duel Monsters is finally enough. Oh no, it's Yugioh, but the first big duel we see is between Weevil Underwood and Rex Raptor.
Yes.
By 4 kids.
Yes. That's correct. It was on the TV, I believe.
It wasn't a TV. And if they're so funnily enough, if they're so good, how come they're so bad? One of the first duels Rex gets into is he loses to Joey, a guy who literally has.
Hey! Time roulette go.
58 monsters and 2 spells in his entire deck.
But time roulette go.
I don't care. Time roulette go can go bugger itself.
But he has bullshit luck.
I don't care. Joey. But
have you ever noticed that Joey duels has to duel the most cheaters out of everybody?
Considering yeah, you're right. He does duel a lot of cheaters. He dueled. He technically Odeon cheated because he was going under a different name and had fake cards.
He dueled.
Rex cheated. No, Rex didn't cheat.
Huh? No, but he dueled Mai, who did cheat.
Yeah.
He dueled.
Yeah, because she marked her cards.
Asperova, who cheated. He dueled Asperova, who cheated.
Yep. Odeon technically cheated.
Yeah, Odeon technically cheated. I'm pretty sure. He also dueled in the virtual arc. He dueled that one guy who was It was Judgment who was changing the results of his
Johnson or something.
Yeah,
and
he was changing the results of his dice rolls and stuff.
Yeah, so telling you no longer rely on luck, but he got a 6 on graceful dice and a 6 on disgraceful dice, and that never happens.
Yeah, and he changed it to a 1, and then Noah basically took the power away from that whatever the fuck his name was.
Johnson, I believe. Johnson from the law firm of Johnson and Johnson.
I mean, and technically, Yugi also is a cheater, but also not really, because Millennium Puzzle.
Also, I'm right. It is Johnson. I'm right. It is Johnson. So, haha.
Okay then.
I was right when saying his name.
Yeah. But but Duelist Kingdom, man. Weevil Underwood, Rex Raptor, My Valentine, Meku Tsunami.
Attack the Moon.
Attack the Moon. It's the best.
The
power of friendship. No. You know what's most impressive of all? You know what the strongest card in? The strongest card... We learned in Duelist Kingdom what the strongest card was, right? Multiply.
Oh yeah, because it makes infinite Karibos.
Yeah, it's the strongest spell card in the game.
What if you what if two people had multiply? They had Karibos and they made them attack into each other a bunch of times.
The duel would never end. Also, apparently, multiply is a continuous spell card.
Yeah, in the anime, but not in the real version.
Yeah, it's a continuous spell card in the anime.
Which can apparently explode on content. Okay, we'll get to all the garbage that Tem Yugi.
No, let's just get to it now. Fuck it.
Okay.
Because the Duel Monsters is such a scattershot thing.
Yeah. The first big garbage he did, with Multiply, was it that he used infinite Karibos to block the Blow Ultimate Dragon?
Yeah. He did do that.
Okay. So he didn't like kill the perfect ultimate
But
in
let's
Great
never
Moth.
forget, he also did like what was it? He had that like storm card, and then
Oh
that
yeah.
like turned Weevil's ultimate uh Great Moth into a fucking lightning rod or some shit.
Okay, I'm gonna try to remember it.
Like the living fog or something like that.
No, it was not Living Fog. It was the on tip of my tongue. It's on tip of my tongue. Ah, Maku Makyu, the Magical Mist.
That's right.
That's what it was called.
Yeah.
And how it turned Perfect Ultimate Great Moth into a lightning rod.
Yeah, man.
Because
It's natural.
even though the card only target one summon skull or thunder type monster you control, destroy all monsters your opponent controls with defense less than the attack of that monster. You cannot conduct your battle phase when you activate this card.
Which is nothing that he actually does.
Yeah, because it burns him like Mirror Force.
Yeah. Perfectly natural.
Man. The entirety of Duel's Kingdom, which is like it's before they actually made rules for Yu-Gi-Oh. So it was just whatever was cool, whatever Kazuki Takahashi thought was cool. That's just what happened.
I mean, why not? That's kind of just how things go.
That's indeed fair. And then they made anime cards.
Yeah, they did.
That was before anime cards, so meh. Okay, so after that, there was. Well, there was Mokuba. He cheated too.
Wait, but Mokuba dueled Yugi.
Yeah, and he stole his star pieces.
Yeah, but we were talking about like Joey dueling cheaters.
Oh well. No, and Bandit Keith.
Bandit Keith he did.
Was one of the last cheaters I think he dueled.
Huh?
I think all the cheaters that he dueled were Bandit Keith, Esperova, Odeon.
Yeah.
And technically Marek because he had outside assistants, and I think those are all the cheaters Joey actually dueled throughout the entirety of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Wait, did Siegfried cheat?
No, he didn't. He did not cheat.
Okay.
Joey didn't duel the cheater. He didn't duel his brother who was cheating. You had a hacked card, but he had it, but he never used it. But I was only against Kaiba.
Who also counter cheated, but whatever.
Who cares? It's Yu-Gi-Oh! No one follows the rules in the original.
To be fair, Kaiba was kind of just being an asshole, and that's why he was doing what he was doing. Which I was like, okay, this is fine.
I mean, yeah, but grr.
Whatever.
But
Kaiba's the best character.
Okay, we'll get to how he's the greatest later.
Or now, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
honestly,
so
Duel Monsters is boring. It's just super awkward.
Nothing super cool happens. It's like people duel, a Tem beats people.
But let's get to the good times, like Dark Side of Dimensions, where Kaiba says "fuck you" to the world.
Okay, so Kaiba, what he does is he digs up a Tem's grave to get the entirety of a Millennium Puzzle, and then what took Yugi years to make
8 years.
Took Kaiba like 8 years to make. Took Kaiba like an afternoon.
It was several. Yeah, it was like an hour or something. A few hours.
Took him like a couple of hours just to do that thing.
But it was missing 2 pieces, so he couldn't complete it. So he made an entire tournament in a few hours just for the last 2 pieces.
He works fast. You gotta give him. He works fast.
Well, he also invented which is either a time machine, a machine that takes into another dimension, or a virtual reality system. Again, I can't tell which one it was.
I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be virtual reality system because like Atem acts like he knows him. So I'm going to theory that he just made a machine that takes him to the afterlife.
So like it's just a machine that goes into alternate dimensions.
Yeah,
so, cool.
Dark Side of Dimensions.
Yeah. Before even Atem shows back up, Kaiba says, "Fuck the rules. I'm summoning Obelisk again," even though like he was sealed alongside Atem.
Yeah, like Kaiba does so. Kaiba's the unsung hero of the story. He threatens to kill himself to win duels. Yugi, if you attack me, the chakras may knock me off and I'll be hurt.
But why? Why though? But I don't.
Because
No, Celtic Guardian, attack! No.
Pharaoh, don't do it.
I didn't realize Yugi was Taya.
Friendship. I'm fine. Promise, I'm fine. Okay, so Kaiba really is the unsung hero of the story. He threatens to kill himself like a baller. He screws the rules constantly because
Let's
he's rich.
never forget that time he jammed a gun with a trading card.
He did do that. He did. Didn't he throw like the Blue Eyes White Dragon at that?
Yeah, and it's like it like went straight into like in between like the firing pin.
The firing pin latch, and like it would like it's not firing. That poor guy, he got destroyed by trading cards.
Finger lasers.
Okay, Kaiba loves the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, but he throws that card around like it's cheap, like it's a cheap fabricated card, like it's not even the real Blue Eyes.
Well, it's just it's not the true Blue Eyes. He never really summons the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. He just kind of abuses it.
No, he summoned it once. No, but the Blue Eyes, he throws that card around like it's not one of the three like it's not one of 3 cards that exist in the entire world.
Yeah, because I don't know, man. I feel like his Blue Eyes seem special considering they can cut shit.
He covered the edges in like diamonds.
Apparently.
And he throws it like ninja stars. And that's how you do it.
Yeah, no, Kaiba's a special breed of human being.
Oh, goddamn. The most interesting thing about Duel Monsters is Kaiba and how he just doesn't believe in the rules, so I think we should go to
he
GX
doesn't
now.
believe in magic, even though it surrounds him 24/7.
Got my soul stolen with else, fella.
Huh?
I was gonna say, I get my soul stolen, but the Auric Calcos was filler.
Yeah, like he sees all, but even then, during all of that shit, he doesn't believe it.
Well, no, to be fair, that's more of 4Kids' job making Kaiba like really stubborn, because in the manga and subbed versions of it, he said like maybe there's something to this magic thing instead of blatantly disregarding its existence like he does in 4Kids. Kaiba admitting he's wrong.
That will never happen. Kaiba's always right.
Not my Brock who uses his frying pan as a drying pan.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, Duel Monsters in the overall, there's not that much to talk about it. It's kind of boring in my opinion, so I think we should go on the GX.
Yay, fun times!
Yeah, fun.
The undisputed best series. If you think if it's not, you're wrong.
Okay then.
That's the end of the discussion. And I'll tell you why right now. Jaden has personality.
Okay, we're going to this.
Right away he separates himself from every other main character. For one simple fact, he does at no point does Jaden win due to magic of any kind.
Well, okay. Oh wait, never mind. No. I was gonna say like Yusaku and Yusei aren't really do it, but like Yuya and Yusaku. Yuya pulls card. Yeah, he pulls cards out of his ass. Even though some of those cards I love.
But no,
and Yusaku has Data Storm.
Doesn't get outside. No, correction. Jaden doesn't get outside help of any variety to like get new cards.
He buys them. He gets them through packs.
Yeah.
Well, except for like the Neospatian stuff, but like that. That's nothing. He got all of that at once. I like to think. And the only card there, yeah, I like to think he got all of those at once. He just like mix and matches his extra deck, like depending on what he wants at the time.
Yeah, that's what he does. That's like pretty much what easily could be understood.
Except for like
Jaden's,
got like
but Jaden's
divine...
all of Jaden's wins comes down to one thing, and what I love about it is they show it outside of dueling too. Is Jaden has bullshit luck, and
he's own bullshit luck and skill.
Huh?
His own bullshit luck and skill. His own bullshit luck and skill is what wins him his duels.
Yeah, he doesn't need anything else.
The only card I kind of want to say just got pulled out of nowhere was Divine Neos.
Maybe, but I mean, but Divine Neos could have arguably been there.
And Neos Wiseman probably.
Again, but he also had Yubel for a while, so
he did. So
but he had Yubel when he made Mios, so I don't see why like a kid went like, this is my favorite monster. This is like a card I'm designing. I want to mix them together. That's what a kid would do.
You're right. You would do that. I did make up Red Eye's Ultimate Dragon when I was like little. I'm like, yeah, see, Red Eyes is cool. The potential.
Well, by the way, Red Eye's Alternative Dragon is fucking stupid. Moving on.
It is. It can't. It makes stuff like 4800 because.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if it's still on YouTube, but the entirety of season 4 is like there. You can watch it, and I've been watching it. I watched it myself, and I'm like,
season 4 is a brilliant season, but
we'll get to that later. We'll go through the entirety of
season
objections.
1 is
you can really talk about it all.
But season,
You can pretty much like talk about every season individually, and it doesn't really get that boring.
No, I love talking about it. Like the only season I'm not a huge fan of talking about is season 2 because season 2 is fucking dumb overall.
Okay, season 1 was like more like just like laid back stuff until they get to the end with the Shadow Riders.
The Shadow Riders makes things seriously, but season 1 was just kind of like get used to like the fun. Very feel of like what GX is for the most part. And I love GX. A very important thing that I've always made is like I love when a series understands like what it is and just embraces the silliness. And that's what season 1 was for GX.
That's what 4Kids did with it.
It just embraced the silliness of it all. We have a fucking robot monkey. Well, like a monkey with the cyborg implants and shit, but dueling. We have Jinzo dueling. A Jinzo spirit.
Yeah, Jinzo, he takes people's souls and Jaden duels him. And that's just normal.
It's just okay.
And people legit think Jaden's crazy for the majority of the season when he's talking to his dual spirits.
Yeah, they do. But even though like several of them had seen them beforehand.
Jaden. Well, we've seen all these times where like we've known that there's extraterrestrial shit, but he's crazy.
Yeah.
Hustleberiah high. Hustleberiah high on yourself. Chill out, my G.
Yeah, so, and then, but like, there's like the really weird episode, the episodes that like really get those nice moments for Jaden, like the time he technically got engaged, but also didn't.
Yeah, he got engaged, like, what's engagement?
And in the 4Kids, they're nice about it, but in the actual sub, Alexis calls him a fucking idiot, basically.
I mean, he is. Jane isn't the sharpest tool in the shed.
No, but he also lives in the tool shed, so.
With watermelon. Oh Lord.
I want strawberry.
I got strawberry. But yeah, GX season 1 it's just wholesome fun. 4Kids didn't take it seriously. Well, they took it seriously enough.
Also, it had the best fucking opening. Fight me.
Chilling out with the crew in the schoolyard, finding trouble, never working too hard. Back at class, they never taught us this. Something's you gotta learn here to. Oh, okay.
I don't know. We're not gonna sing the entire song.
But season 1 is just, I've said enough. It's wholesome fun. Season 2, I agree with you. It's kind of weird.
But I want to go to the Shadow Riders really quickly.
Okay,
especially because the Shadow Riders are very special to me, because the first structure pack I ever bought and like I still have a few of the cards from it. Is I bought the vampire structure deck that came out during that time.
I unfortunately like couldn't buy much like Yugioh like by myself when I was younger, so like all my cards are either like hand me downs from my brother.
Yeah,
And I
like,
really destroyed Red
I
Eyes, all cards I
owned
bought later in life.
Vampire Genesis when it came out, and I
You did?
love vampires. I love them a lot, even though there's like
Oh,
they're the old vampires and they're kind of shit, but like I still like them.
kind of shit.
But yeah, no, it's just the Shadow Riders are generally all cool, except for that one, except for the Dark Scorpions, because they're Dark Scorpions.
Hey, Dark Scorpions were the best. Dung Zalug was Winnie Goldberg.
What?
Dung Zalug, the Winnie Goldberg impersonation.
No, that was not Winnie Goldberg. That was clearly fucking God, what is his name? I can't. Whatever.
No, it's Winnie Goldberg.
No. It wasn't. It wasn't at all.
I'm finding this. I will find this now. I can't find it. Damn it.
No, you're wrong, because Don Zalug as a character, for some odd reason, had like a sounds like Christopher Walken.
Sure. Fuck it.
It's Christopher Walken. You're wrong. Moving on.
Okay, fine, whatever. We'll discuss this later.
No, we're not, because it's Christopher Walken. It's a documented fact. Fuck off.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, now.
And sacred beasts are much cooler than the fucking Egyptian gods and wicked gods. Fight me. Moving on.
Oh no. One last thing is darkness, and I like how that gets brought up later again.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
But we'll say when we mention season 4. Now,
season 2 is the weakest season to me.
I'd have to kind of agree, because like Sartorius and like the whole Society of Light stuff was like very
It's weird. I don't like it. I like the fact that they introduced the Monarchs, though. The Monarchs things were cool.
Yeah, the Monarchs definitely were cool. And we get to meet Yugioh and Yugioh's grandfather, who has Alzheimer's.
Yeah, totally. For some reason.
He has Alzheimer's. They just gave him Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
Yugioh, are you my grandson?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That's sad. It makes me sad.
The Neo-Spatial... I often... Like, the season 2 also is the result of, like, I hear people like, oh, Jaden's a cheater. He got a deck all to himself, like, that he invented and made himself. Counterpoint, fucking... Aster Phoenix.
Jesse.
He's the only one who had... Well, Jesse was technically, like, was like, oh, they were real cards that everybody knew about, and, like, Pegasus gave them to him. But no, Jaden and Aster got their cards almost outside of, like... No, Aster got his cards completely outside of
yeah, they weren't even
Pegasus' control. His dad made them, and then, like, he has them.
Okay, one thing I always wonder about is the Disney movies they were never released, so they're never coded. So did Aster, like, in the D go to, like, Pegasus.com and be like, yo, code these cards that don't even exist?
Pegasus knew him, too.
So he just pulled some strings and Code was like, fuck it. Coding it in now.
Well, Pegasus knew him and respected him a lot as a duelist, so, like, I guess he would do it for him.
I guess that makes sense.
The D.
The D! We'll talk about the D later. The
D is stupid. We're not talking about it.
But he's the D!
He's a stupid fucking character in season 2. It's like, oh, I had Destiny Hero Plasma or whatever. What was his... Oh, Blood D. That's right. That's what it is.
No. What wasn't the D in, like, season 3?
No!
Really? It was in season 3?
No, he gets Destiny Hero Plasma in season 2. Because that's his ace monster for the longest time.
Alright, I guess so.
Or, yeah, because it's... Yeah, no, it's fucking season 2. Because he uses Plasma in his duel against Sartorius.
Oh, okay, yeah, he does. Okay, yeah, it is season 2.
Or, yes, Plasma or Blood D, whatever you want to fucking call it.
Yeah, he does get it, like, he does dual Sartorius with it, so you're right about that.
With his dad's spirit inside of it and shit, whatever. And it's gotta let that go. Can we talk about the fact that Aster basically kills his father? And that's the thing that happens, and we just kind of like, okay with it.
Yeah. Episode 79 against Siren, and which was yes, Siren uses Bloody. Yeah, there we go.
I told you.
Cool. Yeah. No, well, the Bloodies are now for like.
But can we talk about the fuck?
Okay, wait. The D is mentioned in 79, and then like in 97 he like.
I'm fucking aware, Michael. I told you so.
Yes, sorry. Just have to figure that out for myself.
And then you have the ever so lovely thing that is a Tyrannosaurus, a superhero, and a car going into space and destroying a satellite.
Were they like high, like when they were writing the episode, like, dude, we should have a dinosaur, a car, and a superhero.
But let's never get over the greatest reasoning for why Hasselberry has dino DNA. Because he broke his leg and they replaced it with a dinosaur fossil that he had found.
Yeah, it's not like that's gonna be like a weak bone. It doesn't even have like anything left, any like cartilage or stuff that will be left in it, so you'd actually like keep it and it's not hollow as fuck on the inside. No, just slap it in some guy's leg.
I know they like used the dinosaur fossil that he found for something. I don't know if they used the whole bone or part of the bone, but like they didn't something do.
They used the whole bone. They took the bone he found and shoved it in his leg. They replaced his femur. Yeah, they replaced his entire femur in his leg and just like did that.
I need to I want to be sure about that.
No, I give you that. They took out his entire femur and just slapped it in. No, not his femur. His like the bone below the femur. No, it was his femur. It was his femur. Because like I'm pretty sure it wasn't connected to his ankle. Because if that, how does he even walk? There would be like no. Yeah, there would be no muscle connected. How would he move it?
I don't know. Like, they mentioned it, like, what it was, and I want to remember, was hospitalized after a rock slide during an archaeological dig. The incident permanently damaged the tibia of his left leg. The bone tibia fragment of a dinosaur fossil he unearthed during the excavation was used to replace it.
Fucking... it's so dumb!
It's so good.
Dino DNA!
Dino DNA! Jurassic World.
Yeah, he was in Jurassic World before Jurassic World.
Yeah, okay. Let's go. Let's move on to fucking season 3.
Okay, we want to talk about the Pussy Destroyer.
No. Fuck him. No.
Okay, season 3 is like... I think season 3 might be my favorite season.
It's a really good season. I love season 4 the best, but that's just...
It's a shame that, like, season 3 was, like, how 4 Kids ended, and Jaden canonically dies in it!
Basically.
Jaden canonically dies in season 3 in the 4 Kids dub.
Basically, because he just never shows up. Well, yeah, canonically, canonically also, God, wait, what is his name?
You keep going about season 3. I'm gonna get a glass of water, so I don't, like, lose my throat throughout all of this.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so season 3, we get to introduce to fucking some amazing characters, including everybody's weird fucking yaoi shipping partner of Jaden, aka fucking Jesse Anderson.
Came back, I got my water.
Cool.
Let's do this.
Yeah, so I was talking about everybody's weird yaoi partnership of Jesse and Jaden, even though it's stupid. We also get introduced to one of the best characters, Duelist, whose dual disc is also a gun.
It wasn't Adrian Gecko, it was damn it! Dual gun! He shoots you with these trading cards.
I actually want to see if you can remember his name. Like, I remember it, but, like, I want to see how long it takes you to get it.
His name is... I forget.
you're fucking no. I want to just try one more time and fucking think about it. You failure. Do it.
His name was Axel Brody.
Yeah.
Oh god. Axel Brody.
Axel Brody. I mean, we got Cloudians, man. Cloudians.
No, good. But Axel Brody. He's more important. He fires
flaming cards at people. And
does he just,
kidnaps Cyrus and holds him over the edge of a cliff.
Yeah, he did. He threatened to kill Cyrus. Holy crap.
He holds him over the edge of the cliff, and every time Jaden loses life points, he drops further.
Axel Brody, he is hardcore. Okay,
well,
I want to know.
Yeah.
He fires his card. Does he just go and collect his cards every time?
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm sorry, bear back. I need to collect my 40 card deck I fired.
It's a fucking machine gun, man. Also, can we talk about... So, the most important thing about Season 3 is the one time we get an actual fist fight in Yugioh in the form of muscly Adrian Gecko versus fucking Professor Viper.
Oh my god. You never know that you want something until you see it, and that's just something that you can't.
I'm gonna get that picture just so, like, in case everybody forgot that was a thing, I want to pull it up as so, like, it was
Adrian Gecko vs Professor.
Like, because I need to I'm looking for the image for this just to, like, show that, like, yeah, no, this was the thing that happened.
Wait, this is a GIF? Did I find a GIF version of it?
Yeah, I'm not pulling up a GIF version of it.
I found a GIF version of it! Yes! Oh, damn it, it's not them punching, it's just, like, them, like, flexing at each other. Never mind.
Yeah, they just kind of flexed at each other. It was really awkward.
And then they fight and shown watch out.
It's a weird thing. Yeah, no, it's a weird thing, man. Yeah, no, I'm gonna pull it up right now if I can find it. Yeah, just so, like, yeah, no, it was a fucking thing, man.
Well, that they fought.
Yeah, no, it's just like it's a pair of muscly men, like just veins and abs and everything. It's weird. It's a glorious thing, but it was a thing. I'm gonna keep that up for a little bit of time so people can just fucking see it.
Watch.
Yeah.
Adrian was about to win, but then Yubel had to step and be like, "Nah, fam." I'm helping him because I wanted to kill himself later.
You know, Yubel's an asshole. Through and through.
It is. Yubel is an asshole. I'm not gonna call it a she or a he, because that thing has, like, both, like, sexual organs, I think, in the sub.
Just no. We're not having that discussion.
About what it is. Okay.
No.
Yubel's Yubel? Okay.
Yubel's just
anyway.
Yubel.
Okay, Yubel's just Yubel.
Yubel's just Yubel, and Yubel's a great character. That's it.
Okay. Well, season 4, after the whole stuff with Viper and how
no. We're fucking going back to season 3 because we got more shit to talk about.
Yeah, I meant season 3, not season 4. Okay. I feel bad. We can go back, but I feel bad for Viper because he is the one dude who lost to Magma Neos.
Well, yes, he did. But
imagine the last thing
he was also playing Venoms, though.
Yeah, and Jane was playing Neospatians. Your point is?
I mean, Neospatians have consistency. It's
Liar.
poor consistency, but it's bad, but it's better than Venoms.
Fair enough. Okay, good. If you said Neospatians have consistency, I would be like, boy, it does not.
I never said it was good consistency. That they have draw power of their own.
That's okay. That's fair. I'll give you that. But imagine being Magma Neos the last thing you see before death. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
He's dead now. Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
It's whatever. Who cares? And then they go back. They go to the spirit world. Fucking battle, dual zombies.
Oh wait. Before Dual Zombies, Agent Gecko uses the Cloudians, realize that's bad,
No, that's
and
no
is
that
like,
no. Yeah, that is not before dual zombies. You're a liar.
I know. I said go back. He uses Cloudians like back, like before Dual Zombies, like half in the first half of season 3. Realizes, hey, no, I don't like clowns anymore. Let me just switch to an Exodia deck.
That is also not before. That is after.
Yeah, it's like it's in the alternative dimension.
Yeah, but that's after dual zombies. Why did
Oh,
you're
okay,
dumb?
then never mind. I know.
It's why I cut you off, you dumb shit.
Oh, my feelings. Okay. Well, Dual Zombies.
Chaz's
They're
failure.
weird.
Rainbow
Who's a
Dragon saved the world, but not really because Jesse gets taken over.
Marcel's a failure. Jesse gets left in the alternative dimension.
And Brainwatt taken over by Yubel.
Yep. Taken over by Yubel.
Save that booty.
Save that booty.
Jaden gets everybody, and then we get to the actual spirit world, and Jaden gets everybody killed.
Yeah, Jane kills everyone, becomes a Supreme King. Hellkaiser or Zayton Truesdale dies.
But also doesn't.
Because fuck you.
Because he's that good. And then we get the Yubel duel. And Yubel has some pretty fucking bullshit cards.
Like how she had a loop with her normal Yubel that she'd constantly like tribute to give it tribute material so it would just stay on the field forever.
Yeah.
Okay, literally, okay.
The only time I would give people semi like that's a dumb thing is when Jaden Super Poly fusions himself in with Yubel in the middle of a duel. That's it.
Meh. Okay.
But they don't take into account that Super Poly is basically a mystical object at that point.
It's pretty much gone until you get to Arc 5.
Considering
that's just another card.
Yubel's entire deck was built around summoning Ultimate Fusion God, which she would then use to fuse all the dimensions together.
Required a monster from levels 1 to 12. Oh, bugger. Be right back.
God damn it. Whatever. You're a fucking fail. Whatever. Yeah, Ultimate Fusion God, people. That was a thing that never showed up. But it was vague and was gonna happen. But it didn't happen because Super Poly. And Michael's a fucking dimwit. Who doesn't know how to just, like, not move. Yeah. So, I'm not very good at talking by myself. This is why I hate Michael dipping is a fucking terrible idea. Okay. Where was I? I lost my train of thought. Oh, right.
Okay, I'll go. Sorry.
But yeah, no, Ultimate Fusion God was the thing. I'm not going. I already said that. Moving on, and then we get to the best season, which is season 4.
Okay, wait. Before we go into season 4,
what?
Everyone always says this about Yugioh characters, but literally, a lot of problems could be solved if they just ran MST.
What?
If Jane used MST on like the spell Yubel used at the very beginning of the duel, I forget its name off the top of my head.
Spell Chronicle?
Yeah. If you got rid of that, wouldn't just all of her cards be gone?
No.
Oh, so wait, it was continuous? Or just stayed active forever?
I mean, like, the anime one, I guess you could technically
MST it.
You could MST it, but it wouldn't hurt her.
Yeah, but then she would lose access to Super Poly and all the cards that were there.
But she also gets them anytime he casts a spell.
Oh, whatever.
So, like, she would have gotten one of them.
Yeah. Yep.
The moment
MST...
he activated MST, she could have gotten any of them. So
yeah, I mean,
it would have been
Jane chooses them, remember? Jane chooses which card she gets.
Not the anime
That's
one.
what... Yeah, in the anime one. That's why like Super Poly like was like that's why Super Poly was the last card picked because like Jane chose between that and Grinder Golem.
I don't think so, but whatever.
Well, that's how it worked. That's why Super Poly was at the very end. But okay, season 4, the best season, where Jaden actually goes through fucking depression.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Existential crises.
I mean, you were right, but it also who they give MST really wouldn't stop it that much.
Yeah, I guess, but like
you're basically saying one spell card solves everything when it really
okay,
doesn't.
one spell card does everything in Arc 5, but we'll get to that in a bit.
Sure. I mean, by that logic, one trap card solves everything in Zexal, which we'll also get to.
Okay, season 4.
Season 4.
Your
Jaden goes to depression. Everyone's like, "Oh, he's married." Fuck you.
That's all you have to. That's all we have to say about that.
Yeah, no, the whole Mary Sue thing is like, no, fuck you.
People actually call Jaden Mary Sue.
Yes, actually.
I've actually never heard that argument.
People have called him Mary Sue, and I'll argue that our next character is much worse.
Okay, Mary. I'm gonna definition of Mary Sue right here. Mary Sue.
It's a character with no faults at all.
Well, Jane.
Totally
I think Jane has faults.
You know he
Not
does.
perfect at all.
That's basically all what season 3 is about. Is he has faults.
And season 4 is like him like dealing with those faults.
Yeah, season 4 is just it's the most serious season, which is like kind of like, but you liked all those fucking like when it's super non-serious and super goofy. It's like yeah, but I also like good storytelling, and season 4 has genuinely good storytelling.
Part of me always
wishes, huh? What?
Okay, part of me always wishes that 4Kids dubbed it, but then I know that they wouldn't be able to.
They would ruin so much story, especially when it comes to Axel Brody, who's watched his mother die in a car crash, and his father told him he was a fucking failure.
Oh my god!
I don't think that's actually true, but he's like he watched his mother die in a car crash.
Son, I disown you.
You know, he didn't really do that. But he did watch his mother die in a car crash. And he has an entire duel with Volcanic Mother, who symbolizes his mother.
Oh yeah.
Called a queen who symbolizes his mother, and it's weird. It's weird.
Volcanic Queen's actually on the head of the monster. Fun fact.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I really like. Okay, season 4. What I really like about it is, well, Darkness gets brought up again. He's the end game villain, and we hear about him all the way at the beginning of season 1.
Yeah.
When it came to Alexa's brother, and like how he was possessed by him, Atticus, and the whole
him in the Japanese.
That was Atticus.
Was
I forget, but it wasn't Atticus.
No,
I forget, but okay. You look up Atticus. I'll
no,
start talking about like
matter.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, I really like how
so his name is Atticus right now.
How the abandoned dorm, everything to do with Banner, and like how the whole thing went down all those years ago.
It's a plot. It's a story plot that actually comes back. That comes full circle.
Which you don't see in other Yu-Gi-Oh series.
Yeah, which again
normally it's just like every single arc has their villain. Every season has their villain, and then that's it.
And their underlings that don't really have any relevance outside of that.
Outside of their duel, and then that's it. And then you never hear from them again.
Yeah.
GX. You hear about the endgame villain at the very beginning, and he's there at the end. And everything's together.
It's perfect. It's beautiful. Darkness is the most. I wouldn't say he's the best villain. I will say that he is the most interesting villain, because he is an eternal force that, like, no matter what you do to him, he is always around, no matter what. And what he says is like, oh, but that's such a stupid thing. No, I find his dialogue super interesting. Is that he kind of it's vague enough that it can be interpreted that way, but I do find it interesting that it is vague enough, but it also is descriptive enough that it can be like intended that it's like foretelling next coming series.
obviously they did. Obviously they didn't call all the like series Ed. Like if by that logic they had like pendulum summoning planned all the way during fusion.
No, but they
Yeah,
might have
I
vague ideas for future story plot for like future like stories and stuff like that. But it's like it's vague enough but descriptive enough that it's very interesting that like how things came along.
yeah, maybe.
Especially with like
But,
the
like,
background that they duel in is very intriguing, but it's whatever.
yeah, it's an interesting thought, but yeah, what Darkness talks about, he talks about a war filled with war and like poverty and something, which is 5Ds, correct?
Yes. Well, 5Ds is more
You
to
know,
do akin to
the
the background
speech.
the place they duel in. He talks about like weird weather patterns, terrorism, a never-ending war.
Okay,
He talks about something else that I can't remember.
okay,
It's
Night
whatever.
Shroud's like Darkness. Okay, I'm gonna find out what he says.
No, it does. It's not important. You don't need to keep looking shit up, Michael.
I know, but I really like what he says.
It's
But
not
yeah,
important.
okay, fine, okay, fine. But
Like,
yeah, what he says, it's really interesting. It can be interpreted as like him calling like the next arc.
yeah, it is, and that's why it's very, very interesting. I love his
Fine.
design most of all. It's just such a cool and terrifying look. Like most of the villains, you don't get that like true fear factor to them, and
Okay, wait,
darkness is just terrifying.
okay. Before we continue, I'm not gonna go over everything, but like one thing he says, a ruined future, and like what Jane's shown, and like it's obviously Zone's future, but like we'll get to Zone later.
Which is but which is if it's Jaden's own future, that's 5Ds.
Yeah, yeah. Dual monsters, GX and 5Ds is all in the same timeline.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it's obviously there, but we're not gonna talk about timeline theories.
Yeah.
Keep that away from this. Okay, well, Darkness, Night Shroud, whatever you want to call him, I think he's a great villain, and like
he's a super great villain.
and his foreshadowing is like really refreshing for a Yu-Gi-Oh series. It's like it's never really been done since.
It really hasn't been done since. And like I mean I've already said that I love his design. It's so good.
What fact did you like most about it?
His design?
Yeah.
That it actually is truly scary. Like everything about him gives that feeling that this is truly an immortal being. That like he is always around. He is always there, even when you don't think he is.
Okay, well, here's a thought. Like even though like it obviously we're not going to see it in like another in another Yu-Gi-Oh series, but imagine like somewhere down the line, in like the same timeline that like 5Ds, GX, and everything's on, Darkness shows up again. He
Yeah,
obviously could. He would.
he can.
Yeah, and he
There's
will
nothing
eventually.
stopping him.
Eventually, he'll show up again, and like
Even if
maybe.
and he says that he tells you that even if you may have beaten me, but I'm still around and I'll return.
Yeah, and like at some point down like their timeline, he'll show up again. Maybe the duelist that fights him will lose. Maybe he'll win, but you don't know.
Yeah.
And that's like very interesting to think about because like Jaden technically didn't win. Well, he won the fight, but he didn't win the war. It will forever be ongoing.
Yeah.
And yeah,
that's why GX is just and that's why GX is a fucking great series. Now it's time for me to get everybody mad at me.
Yeah, everyone mad at you. Okay, do you want to just get your feelings of like 5Ds now before we try talking about the good, or
yeah, I'm gonna go through this really quickly.
The following might not be appropriate for viewers 18 years and over. Please.
Or 18 years.
Go on.
18 years or over. 18
Yeah.
years or younger and lower.
No, the older they get.
Actually, no. I'm gonna go get a drink really, really fast. So can you? So for the time being, just talk about like a few. If you have like anything else you really want to talk about, like about GX or Duel Monsters, really quickly, go for it.
Okay, I will. Well, again, this might be retreading some old ground, but GX again. It's a good series, and the whole anyone who watches this may or may not be aware of Little Karibo and how there's like been joked about it, Jane being the cute hyperactive and people want to choke in his sleep. I personally think it's unfair against Jaden because Josh mentioned prior, he wins all these duels alone instead of getting outside help. If he draws the card he needs, it's luck, not like some magic Crimson Dragon or Shining Draw or making cards up on the fly or Data Storm. Data Storm.
One thing that people don't actually remember, kind of people tend to forget, is the fact that Yugi actually does. Yugi doesn't have actually insane luck or like heart of the cards, because the heart of cards is bullshit and a lie. It's just the Millennium Puzzle.
It is. Doesn't the Millennium Puzzle like grant like increased luck to the user?
Yes.
Or like
it lets him draw, like it basically makes him like super elite in like any card game, any game he plays.
Yeah, like Dungeon Dice Monsters, Duke Devlin.
Yeah. So now we're moving on to 5Ds, where again I'm just gonna toss everything out there really quickly.
Okay. If you're really like 5Ds, we're sorry.
Despise Yusei as a main character. I fucking hate him. He is so bland, so
would you
boring.
say he's the worst?
Huh?
Would you say he's worse than a certain character we'll get to later? Would you say he's worse than Yusaku?
No. Yusaku's worse.
Okay, but we'll show him later.
Yeah. If we want to call any main character a Mary Sue, it is at least runner-up is Yusei.
Yeah.
Because Yusei never loses a duel. Anytime he would lose, it ends beforehand.
No, he technically lost to Jack in a flashback. No, yeah, he lost to Jack in a flashback.
Flashbacks don't count. Fuck you.
Yeah, they don't count. Okay, fuck you. He lost to Kiryu.
He lost to Kiryu. But no, he didn't lose to Kiryu because the dual runner broke.
Okay, we'll get to that later. But first, anything else you have to say about Yusei before we start at the beginning?
I mean, just not really. Just he's so fucking terrible. That's it. I'm done.
Okay. Well, 5D uses my favorite summoning method, synchro summoning.
I like synchro summoning. I just hate Yusei and Leo.
That is very fair.
And Sly.
No one likes Leo except for people who like Leo. But we'll get to Leo later.
Mental help.
We'll get to Leo later. Okay, so what I really like about synchro summoning is like it's I think it's like one of the first like summoning methods that like it makes you kind of think. You're doing math on the board, but like you have to like kind of think ahead. Like, okay, I want these monsters on the field, so I can synchro summon them and chain into this monster, so I can then go into this, and like it kind of makes you think a few moves ahead instead of like, okay, well, I draw, I have this, I do all this, boom, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of what modern Yu-Gi-Oh almost turned into, not completely, but like I'll talk about like what links, what I don't like about links later, but. Yeah, I really like synchro summoning. Some of my favorite monster synchros.
I like synchro summoning for the very same reasons. But
talk about my baby later. Okay, our main character is Yusei Fudo, and who is he lives in New Domino City, which is the remain. No, isn't it? No, he lives in the satellite, which is the remains of old Domino City after Zero Reverse, a cataclysmic event. Yeah, he lives in the ghetto. He lives after pretty much a nuke went off in Domino.
Who gives a shit? Like everybody knows the fucking storyline. We don't need to explain shit to them.
I know, right? But yeah, we have our main character is Yusei Fudo, and he's terrible. And the real best boy, Jack Atlas. Yeah,
I love Jack. I really like Jack. I love Red Dragon Archfiend. I like the fact that he plays a fucking power deck. It's super assorted, and and then he says, "Fuck you, I don't need an archetype. I have a power deck."
I have a power deck. It's archetype. It's engine the deck.
Yeah, and he's okay with that.
Everyone's okay with that. Our next character is. Okay, wait. Okay,
Oops.
people shit on the dub, but Jack taught us the art of shoemaking.
I believe you mean cobble. I think you
Cobble.
clobber.
Clobber.
Cobble is
Okay,
the art
cobble
of
to make a
making
shoe. I don't care what anyone says. The 4Kids dub has its gems at times, and
Yeah.
Jack is just a shining example of that.
Yeah.
And okay, we'll go through the arcs now. The first arc is the Dark Signers and the
Well, it's the first half.
Friendship
Like the lead
Friendship
to
Cup.
to the dark side.
Friendship the Friendship Cup. No, wait, that's arc 5. Well, the 5D's equivalent of the Friendship
Fortune
Cup.
Cup.
Fortune Cup. There we go. Thank you. The Fortune Cup and Dark Signers.
And then we have the lead up to the actual Fortune Cup.
Okay. Well, the Fortune Cup is, well, it's neat because it leads on to like Dark Signers, which was initially supposed to be like the end of 5Ds, but like since it was making so much money, and like
That would be
people
the shortest season ever.
yeah, it was supposed to end with Dark Signers. Remember?
No, I don't think so.
You sure?
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure
well-
because they had plans after. That didn't happen because of certain things involving
Yeah,
a
a
certain
cult, but-
character's voice actress.
And Colt. But we don't talk about that.
That's,
Oh, anyway.
I that's what I was hitting at, jackass.
But yeah, the Fortune Cup and how
Fucking, like,
Fortune
I
Cup and
hint.
everything.
No. I fucking start hinting at shit, kind of being super subtle about it, and you're just like, yeah, fucking Colts, you dumb shit.
There was a cult.
You're a fucking retard.
Okay, well, Dark Side's everything. Kiryu and Yusei.
Yusei
Let's
lost,
talk about that.
but he didn't lose.
Yeah, because he's doing one a broke, blah 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 blah. Garbage. He lost, but no.
But Kiryu had a tier 1 deck. Fuck it.
Yeah, how people used to cheat with infinities.
Infinities, man.
People
They
would
were
set
like-
their monsters.
And then if you would fucking MST it, they'd fucking just surrender and leave.
They'd scoop, but like you couldn't prove that they were cheating because like the cards are gone. You just take the win.
Yeah.
You can't prove shit. You won the game, so.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, that was where I was gonna turn. Like, I needed that to win, but so, like, yeah, fuck
Oh
it.
yeah, I need my infinity barrier.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you feel about Carly and Jack's relationship?
I thought it was cool. I thought it was neat that, like, Jack was into just this little ragtown girl. After,
And-
like, his pompous attitude. I thought that was neat.
Okay. Sorry again, but like, a bit of a criticism I have against the podcast that was like, Jack's like turnaround from how he used to act to how he starts like being more of a caring person was kind of undershadowed a bit in like the dub.
Well, he never actually has the full transformation in the dub either, so fuck it.
Yeah, he doesn't because like doesn't he blatantly say that like he loves Carly in the sub?
Yes. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I believe
So get out of here, coffee girl. Get out of here. Shit. What was Trudge's partner's name?
I don't know.
Mina.
Yeah, Mina.
Oh, it was Mina. There we go. Get out of here. Jack is the Jack already has a love. Yeah, it's Mina. Jack already has a love. Get out of here.
Who cares?
Eh.
It's dead.
It's dead now.
Just
And then
like
we'll-
my false love of 5 days.
Oof. So, do you want to keep going with like 5Ds or like go skip the WRGP part skip most of
No, fuck the
WRGP.
joke. No, we're not skipping the thing that epitomizes everything I fucking hate.
Okay, well, after Dark Signers, we went to WRGP. Go on.
Okay, so right fucking away, we get Yusei being fucking the blandest shitlord he can be. We're like,
What do you
he's
mean
just right away, he's like, you need to fucking learn how to go embrace the speed force. You say, and you can do all this, fuck you.
Oh, Bruno.
Yeah.
You use the force, you say. The speed force.
It's like fucking Yusei's fucking the Flash and a fucking Jedi.
He is a Jedi. He's Anakin. He's the chosen one. He's a Speed Force incarnate.
He's fucking the Crimson Dragon Flash Jedi man.
Okay,
He's Darth
something
Crimson Dragon.
Okay, something else about.
He's Darth Ultimaya Zulkin. Moving on.
Okay, well. Okay, we said before. Okay, well, before we're talking about Jaden and how he pretty much wins all of his duels like by himself.
Yeah.
And his own luck. You say is the first after Tim is like no, that's correct. After he's the first character that you can blatantly say he's having like the Crimson Dragon just giving him his cards.
Yeah.
Because like when he was dueling Team Ragnar, yeah, he not even top decks. He just makes the cards there.
No, he gets magic top decks. That's, to be fair, Jack gets it too, but
yeah, but Jack doesn't do it nearly as much.
Yeah, no, but they do, but both of them get magic top decks because just go back to the fucking Dark Signs really quickly. That's how they get Majestic Dragon.
Oh yeah, but no,
Majestic Dragon is a real card. Puts it on top of their deck.
It's a real card, but like it's a card that just gets shoved there.
No, yeah, it's a card that gets like magically teleported to the top of the deck.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just there. But yeah, that's the Crimson Dragon. Majestic Dragon is definitely like that. It's just like
he has a blank card in his deck that just fixes itself.
It's always Majestic Dragon. He has Destiny Draw on. Yeah, he uses Destiny Draw.
And then there's the whole situation where Yusei has a trio win against Team Unicorn. He beats all three of them back to back.
Oh, yeah, that's garbage. He should have lost to get Team Unicorn, but the end guy. Fuck, I'm forgetting his name. Why am I dumb? He chokes. If he didn't attack, he won the duel. So Yusei got in his bloody head. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna attack.
Because the dude wants to like win fair and square or some shit. I was like, fuck you. You don't need to win shit. You don't need to prove anything.
No, he won fair and square. He won with an intelligent strategy.
The only person who like ever, which sadly was not in the dub, was the fucking team that put all of their effort into summoning fucking Zushin.
Zushin. Okay. Okay. Why wasn't that dubbed? I want to know why wasn't that duel dubbed?
There was a lawsuit squabble or something like that.
So wait, that was happening. The lawsuit was happening then, and like they had to like cut out some episodes so they could like finish the season.
Like something was going on between like 4Kids and
no,
the like TV Tokyo or something.
Yeah, I know. Like they were lying about how much they made. Like it wasn't TV Tokyo. It was the card game. They were lying about how much they made with the cards.
I don't think it was Konami.
It wasn't Konami. It was like the card like makers, and now it's like back to Konami.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure it was card related, like how much that they lied, how much they were making.
I don't think it had anything to do with the cards. I'm pretty sure it was the animation. It was like an animation company issue.
It was definitely a lie about how much they made.
But it was a lawsuit and squabble thing that happened because we didn't get the fucking duel against Red Demon.
Well, it's a demon. Of course, they're not going to show it off.
Well, they could have just called it Red Nova. Doesn't matter.
They could have, but again, that's them being lazy. But Zushin, yeah, they're winning. They're winning because again, their strategy. How did you say beat that?
I don't remember. Mary Sue.
Oh, for some Mary Sue bullshit. But yeah.
Like they actually but everyone's like, oh, but Yusei's a fucking rag for. These dudes literally collected all of their cards from the fucking trash, just like you. Yeah, you're not special.
And they almost beat Yusei. Well, to be fair, they got a lot of top decks against like Jack and shit, and they had like really weird cards.
Well, yeah.
But like
those are the dudes that like I made an entire meme, or I don't remember if it was you or not, but like I was talking about how like they were like they put like these weird like tech cards
Oh, no,
in. Dragon Capture Jar! That's what it was!
Dragon Capture Jar! No, man, they teched hard. They were big-brained. They had
these weird
glowing...
tech cards that like had system down and shit. Like didn't, but like I made like an entire joke about that. Like they used system down on like
True prong attack
and shit.
Oh my god! If they got to the end, they would have been Team New World.
Yeah, they just used system down.
Aporia's like, you can't do this. No,
we
no,
just did, and we're not sure how.
And like he loses, and they go back to zone, and they're like, "Okay, what happened? We lost the system down."
But how?
I
And
don't
why did
know,
why did they have system down? Because we teched it.
Yeah, like zone's like, "Oh, the future's safe. No need going back now. No one's gonna sync or something anymore. They're all gonna use Zushin Turbo." And then like the world is safe. The world is safe when they win. They should have thrown the duel. They would have won. The whole universe would have been safe. There would have been no zone coming back in time. There would have been no like Neo-Arc Cradle. There would have been nothing.
Went wrong.
Yeah, season 3 and 4 would never have happened.
God damn.
Bloody Zushin. Okay.
Zushin Team Ragnarok are all assholes and deserve to die.
Yeah, they all, every one of them suck. They all suck.
No,
they
Loki's
all
okay.
Except for Loki.
Okay.
Except for Loki. Loki, he's the only good one. The rest of them suck balls. Like, okay, the guy who used Thor, he had the gall to be like a He had the gore to like be a massive dick to Jack, like the entire thing, like, "Oh, you're no deserved king," blah blah blah. Fuck you.
Red Nova up your fucking anus, man.
Yeah. If it was just him and Jack, we would have won easily. I think okay. I think if okay, this might
Jack
be dumb,
won the duel. Legitimately won the duel, but until they came around the loop to get replaced, he could still make moves, and that's how he like forced a tie.
Yeah. You know what? Do you think if Jack dueled each and every one like one at a time?
No,
he dueled one.
He set something up for Broder, which is the dude with Loki, and that's how. And then Broder won.
Yeah,
beat him.
He did.
And then Broder showed up for the like 800 damage with Thor.
Yeah, and then Crow came in. He beat Crow, and then Yusa came in.
Crow.
He broke.
Crow and
tied. Oh no! He dueled. Did they tie? Okay.
Yeah, Loki and Crow tied.
Yeah, and Akiza was in Team Unicorn.
No, she dueled. No,
she was in Team Unicorn. Yeah, she did. She lost Stardust Dragon.
Are we?
And then that's how she ended her turn. And then Yusei came in.
That's right.
And then he summoned Draco Knight, Draco Laquise. Okay, sorry about going back, but speaking of Draco Knight, Draco Laquise, they expect you to summon that card with Miracle Synchro Fusion, but it banishes all your stuff. So like you summon it, okay, I'm gonna activate Stardust. Oh, it's gone now.
Okay, so Loki attacks directly, but Crow activates his face down second copy of Blackwing to negate the attack by removing play a Blackwing monster from his graveyard. However, Broder activates the effect of Loki to negate the effect of Blackwing and destroy it. Crow removes from play Blackwing Colony of the Haze in order to revive Blackwing Dragon in attack position. A replay occurs, and Broder uses Loki to attack Blackwing Dragon, but Crow activates the second effect of Blackwing, removing from play the 2 copies of Blackwing in his graveyard in order to destroy Blackwing Dragon and Loki and inflict the attack of Loki as damage to Broder. Broder then chains his face down Dromi the Sacred Shackles to inflict damage to Crow equal to the attack difference between Blackwing Dragon and Loki.
I mean, in actual game, would that even tie? Because like he's up to be at 0 first. Oh no, mind. It's 3-person duel, so like he would have activated it, and then like while he's losing,
it would still be a tie because it's a chain.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. So it goes at the same time.
So that's because we've had an argument about volcanic counter before, and you attack with volcanic counter and kill me when I have volcanic counter on the grave, and its effect can work, it is a tie.
Oh, okay. Well, neat. It's neat. I know. I guess like it's a really odd thing to come up with like ruling, so I don't really know it that well.
It never shows. It's a thing that never shows up, so it's whatever.
Imagine at a YCS they had volcanic counter and then they die at the
You
end.
could run it in any pyro deck.
I know you could run any was in any pyro deck.
Or any fire deck, actually.
Damn, you don't get it. Oh well, who cares? Yeah, any pyro
Pyro fire deck, whatever.
fire deck. There we go. I keep saying pyro. Pyro.
Moving back to 5Ds
Pyro.
really quickly. Yeah, that's
Pyro
the thing.
deck. Sure. Okay.
Team
5D.
Ragnarok sucks, except Broder, who's okay. And then you have the Odin guy, who's
Team
a
New World.
fucking cunt wagot.
Yeah, he's a cock yodeler. And then Team New World, where is the first time we see something that Darkness brought up that was like relevant. A world like all like in disarray, like destroyed. That's Zone's future.
Yeah.
And or Aporia's future.
Yeah. And
Neverly...
it shows us that and then we get to see that holy shit. Duel between Duel the movie. 3D Bonds Beyond Time is actually canon.
But it's fan service the movie, it's canon, and it's beautiful. Like it's an okay movie on its own, but like I think the dub is like the abridged version of it is like it's really fucking good, in my opinion.
Parabox is a beautiful thing.
Paradox, yeah.
Not Paradox, Paraboss, the song that they used when they sing when they defeat him.
Oh yeah. I'm not singing it now, but
no, you're not.
Yeah, people can look it up later if they want.
Yeah. But yeah, no.
But yeah.
But no, fucking. And then since we're talking about Aporia, I get to talk about my most hated fucking character.
Go ahead, mate.
Leo is the fucking worst little shit who does in this. He just gets. He shows up. He talks all this mad crap about how good he is when Luna's a better duelist than he is. But and it's like I'm gonna be a fucking synergist. I'm gonna be the fucking fifth center. I'm gonna be the fifth center. I'm gonna go against Trump. What does he fucking do? Oh, we're going to the fucking satellite to fight the dark side. Oh, I got a thing. I got the oven's running. You should go buy it. Fuck you.
Well, technically, he would have been the fifth signer, and he would have become the fifth signer during his duel with that guy. But like,
monkey.
Black Ones are so popular, Crow just took his place.
But Crow's a better character too. So
I know.
Fuck him.
Yeah, that's kind of one thing I'm glad about when they changed like Black Ones are so popular. Instead of Crow being like a dark signer, they just became a signer. Fuck you, Leo. You're becoming a signer at the very end.
He's a shit character. He talks all this shit, but when the go gets stuff, he always pussies out. And I'm not. And he never wins anything of his own. Luna always has to bail him out.
And he's the reason that Jack and Luna almost died.
Yeah, no, and the only reason they win is because he's the fucking Indian kid from Captain Planet, and he's the heart.
But I have the heart. With our powers combined, we summon the Crimson Dragon.
Yeah, he's just like Lifestream Dragon, and they're no longer dead.
Okay, fire, earth, water.
Apparently, I learned
wind,
that the Crimson,
and
the Lifestream Dragon also works as a defibrillator.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it brings everyone's life onto 2000, stops all burn, and then like Aporia's like, bullshit, and he loses.
Yeah, and then we get fucking Time Lords, and I love Time Lords a lot.
Aporia will then go to Zone, lose to him, die, and then you say becomes a Messiah.
Yeah, I like Time Lords. I like them a lot.
There we go. Times are cool. There's a synchro version of it now in the OCG. The synchro one's out.
It's cool.
Yeah,
it's from the Arc 5 manga, which is really fucking good. Moving on.
One of the times we do one of these, we should talk about like the Yugioh manga. We should like learn about that.
I've only really read like 2 of the mangas though. So
I've read 5Ds, Zexal, and currently Arc 5.
I've read Arc 5 and I've read GX. That's it. I've never read the 5Ds one. I've never read the Zexal manga. I've read part of R too.
I've read part of the original.
Yeah,
original Yu-Gi-Oh manga.
are, which is really
Yeah.
it's just which is where the wicked gods come from.
Like one of these days we should like learn about like the manga and just like have an entire thing about it. But that's for another day. This is the anime.
We'll see about
We will
that.
see, maybe.
Wait and see, and we'll find out about that.
But yeah, the final duel between Yusei and Zone, and how I love shooting Quasar. It's one of my favorite monsters. I'm more of a fan of TG Halberd Cannon, but eh. But like he just...
I don't
Oh,
particularly
wait.
like it all that much. It's whatever.
TG
One of my
Assault TG Halberd Cannon at
Yeah.
his thumb.
Yeah, no, but we're like I've mentioned this to Michael that my favorite fucking level 12 Synchro monster it's from the manga, but it's Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity. I've never read the manga, but holy shit, I love this card.
Yeah, it just like, hey, you want to activate effects?
Man, got a monster?
fair.
It's dead now, and you're taking its attack points as damage.
Yeah,
Fuck
the hot red,
you.
the hot red dragon archfiends are like they're much better like than like the anime cards by far. I love Red Nova Dragon, but I will wholeheartedly say that the hot red ones just like shame like my baby.
No, Red Nova is really fucking good because it can't be destroyed by a card effects. It negates attacks, and it gains every time you use a tuner. It's stronger.
Oh yeah, and you can banish it, but like its effect activates after it's banished because it's a cost. So yeah, it can still negate attacks. That's cool. Yeah, I'll
but
take
it
that.
negates attacks for like its own banishment, and that's why it does it.
Yeah, then it'll come back with the attack again, but like
Yeah.
that's the thing. But yeah, imagine if the hot red cards were in the anime.
That'd be some like broken ass shit.
Jack would be like, "Fuck you, you say I'm the main character now." But yeah,
like we talk some bullshit cards that like the anime has. You've never like touched on the shit that like the manga gets. Because like
the manga's
like
weird.
the champion cards are fucking dumb. If you ever get a chance, look at find Champion Storm. It is a dumb card.
Champion Storm.
Basically, it makes your monsters cannot be destroyed by battle, and any damage you take that turn, your opponent takes too.
Oh wait, is Jack uses the champion deck in the manga, right?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Like a Champion King deck.
Yeah, Champion King. I remember that now. I feel dumb for forgetting it, but yeah, he used a champion deck. Champion Kings.
I've never read the manga. I just know like things I find.
Okay. One dumb thing Jack does in the manga is like he uses the card that like
we're not talking about the manga though, Michael.
I know, but I need to say this now. He
Okay.
uses a card that instead of targeting monsters on the field, it targets monsters in the graveyard. So he uses a Hot Red Dragon Archfiend to destroy every monster in Kiryu's graveyard and attack for game.
What?
He uses a card that instead of destroying monsters in the field, it destroys them in the graveyard.
Is this like a champion card?
I think so. I can't remember its exact name, but he uses it again in his duel with Kiryu to destroy every card in his graveyard.
Is it like a trap or what?
It's a spell. Are you trying to find it now?
The coach battles the opposed monster. If the opponent destroyed, he sends card to the graveyard. I don't what?
I don't know its name. I'll find it later and like I'll show you it. But like he uses the card that destroys everything in the graveyard and Kiryu's graveyard and just swings the game with her Red Dragon Archfiend.
That's so fucking good. I love it.
He had like Void Ogre Dragon on the field and like either like a buffed Red Dragon like Hot Red Dragon Archfiend attack to like swing over it.
That's so BM.
And then he won with that. It was dumb. Jack in the Manga is great.
I need to find that at some later. Whatever. We'll figure it out.
No, that's not what I thought it was. I thought I found it, but nah, it wasn't it. But yeah,
we'll figure it out later.
We'll indeed figure it out later. Yeah, that's pretty much all 5Ds.
Yeah. Now, once again, because I've been like spouting my like little bits and pieces, so I'm gonna give you like a little a second to like just give your own personal thing that like if you want to talk about 5Ds.
Okay, I will. Well,
I got
unlike Josh, who he's definitely not a fan of 5D. I can't control that, but it's something I really like. It was one of the first Yugioh series that I remember. Like I remember like watching like while it was like going on when I was like really young, and I'm a sucker for dragons, which is like something that which hurts me about Arc 5 all the time, which we'll get to later. Like even though Yusei does have his fucking shitty moments, I like you. I like Yusei. I like Akiza. All the characters I can't say I hate any characters unless you're like from Team Ragnarok or Team Unicorn, because then you can just go fuck yourself.
Okay.
But 5Ds will also hold a special place in my heart, like Arc 5 does, which we'll talk about later on.
Now we get to the fun part.
Indubitably, Zexal, the most odd series.
It's the very decisive series.
Decisive
but I get
series.
to talk about something that like it's very important to me.
Go for it.
Like, because I get into a lot of arguments because I've stated my opinion. I despise Zexal a lot. And it's not because I hate everything. I love the story Zexal. It's a great. I would argue that Zexal has a vastly superior story to GX, but I love GX a lot more because it has one thing that Zexal does not: great characters inside that story.
The best characters in Zexal are the villains.
They are, and that's not a good thing all the time.
I know.
Because you can only do so much with a good villain, and not all of the villains are that great.
We probably like start like beforehand and then get onto the villains, because like you can't start without talking about Yuma.
So right away, Yuma is an issue. Because Yuma was like, but I was like, oh, but he doesn't know how to do. No, fuck you. Yuma's been dueling for years. He's just retarded.
Do you mind if I take over? Since like, as someone who likes Zexal, for the majority of the series and even like ages ago, I hated Yuma. Like he gets tolerable towards like the end when he starts listening to Astral, but like for so long he's just this insufferable twerp, and like you just want to strangle him until like he passes out and just grab that key and just. But okay.
No, but
Yuma.
no.
Okay, go on.
Because I do get where people are coming from, but it's just like, well, we're getting a main character who isn't that good at dueling.
Yeah, which he's not
learning things, but my issue comes in the form of, if that is what you wanted to do, Yuma isn't that. He knows how to duel. He's been dueling for years. If you want a duelist who completely doesn't who's completely new to the game, do that. You know, that's a completely good story thing. That's a completely good story plot line. You know how I know that? Because another series did that. It's called Card Fight Vanguard, and the main character doesn't know how to. Is completely new to the game. He's never played before. He knew about it. He has a deck. That's all. He's never actually played before. So the first episode is all about him learning to play the game.
Which something they don't do enough in Yugioh. They don't like sit us down and explain the rules. Like I know they'd have to do that every series, and the people who watched it before would get really agitated about it. And like there's like, oh well, that's what the instruction books are for. But like, if after Brains like we get another series which is like it's rainbow summoning and it like power creeps Link out of existence, I wouldn't mind having a character with like who's new to the game and like they learn like as the series goes on about like all these higher advanced methods, and like they learn like chain and links and stuff.
I do. If that is what they wanted to do, they should have done that, but they didn't. They gave us Yuma, who had been dueling for years, but he's just brain dead.
And he yelled the guy teaching him how to play. Okay, Yuma.
He didn't know what tribute summoning was.
Or setting a card.
He didn't know you could set a trap or a spell.
He forgets the cards he has set on the field multiple times, like unless Astral's telling him what they are.
It's just so insufferable.
Yeah, he is. Okay. let's talk about the main cast. People who like the main cast. People like in Zexal. We got Kite, and we got Shark. That's it.
And even then, Shark has his hit and miss moments for me.
Yeah, but like, Tori, she's bland, meh. Bronk, fat fuck. I want to punch him in the face. He sucks so much. Cat, annoying. Flip, ooh. Okay, okay. On the Yu-Gi-Oh official website, official YouTube channel, they've been like posting like Zexal episodes, which I watch like in the morning. Like they'll be up they'll be up like from late last night. I'll be like, oh, someone just watched in the morning. Here we go. And a recent episode they posted was the episode where like Yuma has to duel what's her name? Crap. Heroic Challenger and Butter Spy.
Oh, Dextra?
Dextra and Nistro. There we go. Dextra. Well, he has to do Dextra and Nistro alone without.
That is a thing that I actually do that I want to bring up about it. Zexal as well.
Do you mind if I go first?
Go for it. Because Dextra reminded me of something.
Okay, with like Dextra and Nistro, and Yuma doesn't have Astro with him. He later gets Utopia in the duel, which he sends to him because he's fighting number 96, but that's besides the point. And he holds his own, which is showing Yuma kind of getting better, but that doesn't forgive what he does. The whole reason that happened is because Flip, this slimy fuck, stole heart pieces. Well, not stole. He tricked other people to like giving them their heart pieces and gave them candy instead. And this slimy fuck, like, he tries to like act like it's not a big deal, and like he later gets like his heart piece like stolen from him because like good on whichever guy took his heart piece from him, and this little shit cries. I'm like, no, piss off. You don't get to make us feel bad for you. I hate you. Like most of you as friends, I can't stand. Tori's boring. Bronk sucks. Caswell, I hate you. Cat's boring as shit. And Flip, I want to strangle him. I want to throw him off the Golden Gate Bridge. God.
So in response to you talking about somebody you cannot feel bad for, you know who I feel bad for? Dextra.
Yeah.
Because she completely forgets about her love for Kite and never gets her memories back.
Wait, she never remembers about Kite?
She never remembers like the fact that she loved Kite.
She never did shit. I actually never knew that. I thought she just moved on.
No. Vectrix literally removes her memories of it, and she never gets them back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Like, that's what he does to her after their duel.
I never knew that. I could just want to go to back, but fuck. I guess we never shown her like remembering anything, and she just kind of forgets about him, like into season 2. So that kind of makes sense.
You know, she never gets she never gets those memory paths because her entire reason for dueling Vectrix is Kite.
Was for him, yeah. Granted, she starts loving Nistro later, but like
no, she's just the manager.
Really? Okay, never mind then. I thought it was one that they had a thing going. In that case, wow, that's
this
really
resulted
sad.
in her not only being eliminated from the duel, but also having all of her memories of Kite wiped clean from her mind.
So wait, she never remembers Kite.
She completely forgets about him.
Oh my god, that's actually
Dexter
sad.
was psychologically scarred in Yuma's arms. She requested Yuma to make sure that Kite did not forget her. In the dub, she was trying to remember someone but couldn't remember who it was. She wanted Yuma to make sure that Kite did not forget her, and then she loses all of her memories and never gets them back.
Oh god, that's so sad. That's actually sad. Holy crap. Wow. I could have sworn she got her memories back, but like, yeah, that's actually pretty screwed up, man. Damn.
Yeah, no, she doesn't get him back.
Wow.
I like Dextra. She's one of the characters I like.
Yeah, she's a Yu-Gi-Oh female. She's not gonna win duels. That's the point. We're not gonna go into shonen.
She's also doing the main villain, so
yeah, fair enough. She got close though. She got close. She
got him in a loop, and then he broke the loop.
Because fucking Vectrix, yo, don't fuck with him. He'll wreck your shiz.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, all of Yumi's friends, they suck, all of them. And then when the first season with the villains, the best like the ones you like, Shark isn't really like I wouldn't consider Shark a villain. I consider Kite one for the majority. But then we have four, Quentin and who used yeah, and Quattro. There we go. Was it Quattro? No, crap.
What?
All the names. I'm actually forgetting. I'm actually drawing a.
Quentin,
It was
Quentin, Quattro, and Trey?
yeah, Quentin, Quattro, and Trey. There we go. Okay. One of them uses your favorite deck.
My favorite Xyz deck? Yes. Which is, I love Chronomalies. I love them a lot.
Chronomalies are definitely cool. They have a very nice design to them. And like all of them, all the villains, like including like Vetrix, like what happened to him and what happened to like Dr. Faker, when they are more likable than your main character and his friends, you've done something wrong there. Like really wrong.
Okay.
Fuck Zexel, you make me angry sometimes, but I love you.
So in side, so
Season
just
two.
really quick thing, I found the card that you were talking about.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, pause Zexel. We're going to this is much more important.
It's called Rumbling of Heaven and Earth. Affects the target that target the field will target the graveyard. Affects the target the graveyard will target the field. And he comboed it with Champion's Majesty.
Oh yeah, and that like gives you 1,000 more attack. Is that right?
Champion's Majesty. Activate only while you have 3 or more champion cards in your graveyard. Negate the effects of all cards your opponent controls. Each time it destroys a monster, it gains 500 attack.
Oh yeah, he destroys everything in the graveyard and just gains all that attack. Okay.
Yeah, and he uses it on Jeweled Red
Void
Dragon
Dragon.
Archfiend.
Or like Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. Because like what was it called? Jeweled in the manga. That's what I never got that.
I don't know. Yeah, so he uses Jeweled Red Dragon Archfiend's effect to destroy everything in the graveyard. And then, yeah, I don't know, man. All right, and then it gains 500 attack for every time it destroys a monster, and he destroys every monster in the grave through its effect, and he gains a fuck ton of attack. Yeah.
It slams into it. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful manga shit. Okay, back to Zexel.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be seeing something else that Darkness mentioned, which would later be the Numeron code.
Yeah, the Never-Ending War.
Yeah, Never-Ending War, and like a card that can like create like a life or something, which is the Numeron code, or like.
Which since we're talking about Zexel, let's talk about my favorite mode of all time.
Okay, go for it, my dude.
Fucking Yuma's duel against Vector.
Oh, my favorite character.
Where he draws, I think it's like Semi-Variant Force, and then he changes it to Astro Force, like it's a goddamn fucking magic trick.
Yeah, and Vector's like, dude, that's cheating! You can't do that!
Even Vector was like, that's fucking horseshit. I'm like, yeah, I agree with the villain for once.
I actually cheated. Yuma
You're
cheated.
so full of fucking horseshit. Fuck this game. Fuck this show.
Time to quit Yu-Gi-Oh!
Which, since you were bitching about MST solving every issue in GX, let's talk about the fact that fucking
Magical Cylinder solving
Magic
every
Cylinder
issue
solves every duel
Zexal.
in fucking Zexal. I have 200,000 attack. I have Magic Cylinder. Fuck you.
Imagine if everyone had that, like, they're about to attack Numeronius with, like 200,000 attack, and, like, Don Thousand's like, Magical Cylinder.
But...
Magical... But double or nothing! Magical Cylinder.
But double or nothing!
go. And then Yuma just loses.
Yeah.
And that just ends Yuma. Like any okay, mirror force, boom, done.
Okay.
Damage gate, boom, done. No, dimension. Was it dimension mirror? Like the one like your opponent any damage you would have taken this turn, but it doesn't negate the attack.
I don't remember.
Doesn't matter. But like yeah, all of these cards.
You know what would be
just
the greatest fucking tech card though?
Draining
Rainbow
shield.
Life.
Oh yeah.
Either one works.
I think draining shield. You don't need to like. You don't need to like discard a card.
Yeah.
Imagine if Astro.
And
Imagine
you're
if, like,
getting all of the attack, and even if it's not a direct attack.
Imagine if like 1000 had that and just like nah. Just all like
What
all
if
these
you
attacks.
What if they attack into fucking Numeronia, but they use Rainbow Life?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Beautiful.
Like,
That's majestic shit, man.
be great. Yeah.
But yeah,
Let's just move on.
Yeah, whatever.
Arc
Back to the
5.
Vera character. 1000 the dick. All the Baryons are better than are
better
more
than our
likable.
Actually, no. I'm gonna go back to because I like Mizar. I like him a lot, especially when he's like they're dueling with Sargasso on Sargasso, and he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna use Lighthouse because I'm not a pussy.
Yeah, that was great about Mazar. He's the one guy who doesn't cheat during that. He's like, I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna dual cut like a man.
He's the fucking greatest. Yeah.
And then he gets cheated by 1000. Makes me sad. Poor guy. Like he was gonna suicide bomb him, but then like he's like, nope.
Mizar actually still has arguably the saddest backstory. Moving on.
Should we talk about his backstory before we go, or
Nah, it's whatever. People know.
yeah, people know? Okay.
Long story short, he gets murdered by his friends.
Yeah. Time to miss potential incarnate.
Arc 5.
Okay. Okay, but before we start, how Josh and I met was literally shit talking Arc 5 not long after it ended.
It was before it ended.
Yeah, it was before it ended, and we were just shit talking like how.
And I was we were so fucking frustrated.
And that's how we become pals.
Yeah.
Shit talking Arc 5. But back to Arc 5.
Yeah.
Back to the beginning of it.
Okay,
Yuma,
so right away, Yugioh.
We have Yuma. Yeah, Yugioh. God, I always get the. Why do I say Yuma and Yugioh? Fuck me, I'm dumb.
Yugioh. Actually, really quickly, I just want to actually, since we've moved past Zexel, I'm going to change the image to
Really? Wait, you had another one?
I'm going to change to a picture that we're familiar with.
Okay.
Since this is the epitome of since we're talking about it, favorite character from Arc 5. Go.
Favorite character from Arc 5. Favorite character from Arc 5. Okay, not counting characters that returned.
Just characters from Arc 5. Yeah.
Okay, you go.
Really? Well, I'm still keeping this picture up. I don't give a shit.
And you, if I get, goddamn commentary, screw it. Okay. I love Yugioh. Dance. I'm sorry, but Yuto. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and if you can tell by this picture, his favorite character is Yuto, and by the other person, my favorite character from Arc 5 is Yuri. I love Yuri. We will get to talk about why I love Yuri so much as we continue into Arc 5. This is what
all the Yuri.
Huh?
One of them being the Yuri memes.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yuri, again, missed potential. Okay.
Okay, so right away we're gonna talk about just
Yuya Sakaki.
Going back once again to why I love season 1 of GX. It's just so carefree. It feels nice. It feels happy. It feels genuine. It has good characters that I kind of care about.
And that's what Arc 5 is.
It's just kind of like it's a fun, free, silly time. And that's what the beginning of Arc 5 was. and it continued the Zextal line of storytelling where it's a perpetual story, and I like that realm of storytelling. It's really fun. It's really good.
Yeah, definitely.
And I just because I'm going to go back to like the whole realm of cheating thing is like what Yuya also is one of the few characters I do give the past cheating it to, which is kind of unfair to the others. May not really, because Yuya is the only one of the only main characters that cheats and has no clue how he fucking did it.
Yeah, he made Pendleton summoning.
Yeah.
So did it? It just works on the card. Pendulum. I say pendulum normally. He creates pendulum summoning, or Zark did, but who cares? He creates it, uses it. No one stops him. Oh, it works on the dual deck, so it's fair.
But yeah, but he also didn't know how he fucking did it.
I know, but like would people like stop the duel right then and there? Like, okay, these cards don't exist. We should probably stop the duel now.
But they do exist because
Yeah,
they
but
function.
They didn't exist beforehand.
But they work.
Like, I mean, so did Golden Castle of Strongberg, but like that wasn't a legal card. But like,
well, he hacked the card. Like his because his original version of it was totally normal, and then he hacked his brother's version of it.
Yeah. No, like it wasn't released, so like the card like wouldn't have its effects. Like he had like all the other effects.
Okay, no. If you can't, no, I'm not. I'm holding the same standard, but you're changing your standard in regards to Jaden's Neospatians. It's basically the same standard.
Yeah, whatever. I guess that works. Yeah, no, fuck it, screw it. Never mind. Ignore me.
Because I've held that standard because he didn't know how he fucking did it. It's whatever. I don't give a shit. And I just like Yuya. I liked Yuya for a while.
We all did. But then it all changed when the Synchro Dimension attacked.
It wasn't the Synchro Dimension that did it.
Really?
He was still no.
I also like
Yuya had a solid characterization until later, and we'll get to that.
Okay, but before we do, I think they stayed in the Synchro Dimension for far too long.
They do, but we'll get to that.
All right.
So right away, let's get to season 1 of Arc 5, where the potential really builds.
Wholesome fun, and a character actually having MST in his deck.
It doesn't. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Yugioh has it.
Already does. He seemed more like the type of guy to run Heavy Storm, but whatever.
He should have. That would have been awesome. But whatever.
It would be like some fucking Dr. Crowler shit where Heavy Storms is fucking like wicked statues or whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Do that.
Just moving on.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah. Fuck. Fick.
Fick. That's a new way of saying it.
Yeah.
It starts out as small fun, a tournament.
Yeah,
like,
tournament. But
we have
before that,
rings.
we get introduced to arguably the greatest rival in Reiji.
I thought you were gonna say
faggot and watch the dub.
I thought you were gonna say big dick Shingo swag Taratari.
Oh no, he's second fiddle.
Poor Shingo.
It's whatever. Fucking poor man's Yuya.
Oh man,
Reiji is just a solid rival character. Overall,
his deck is amazing.
He's a cool character. He's a cool. I mean, he's a cool, even cooler character in the manga, which you should go read. Because Boomerang Scarf.
Oh my god, Boomerang Scarf.
That's if you again. These are the reasons you should read the manga, because Boomerang Scarf.
And the reason a manga episode should be done of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
One day.
One day. Yeah. Just tournament. We get introduced to a series of characters that are just great overall. We get
wholesome. It's just wholesome fun. Whispers of like the future story actors in the background, but not like in your face.
And then we get a greater taste of things to come. We get great duels with emotional moments. It's a great time.
Yuzu being one of the best like female duelists we've ever seen.
Yeah.
But
and
then
things like dip a bit. I mean, it doesn't It doesn't dip that
You-
far. It's still holding a firm position as to where it was as
Yeah.
we enter the
You-
synchro arc.
Using his kidnap is kind of an annoying like thing that bit of an annoying.
But it serves the point of the plot, which is fair enough.
Drive the plot along.
Yeah.
Fine.
We get to the synchro arc. Things are going weirdly, but it's still, like I said, it's holding strong.
We see some Yugioh and some Yuzu shenanigans.
It's a fun time. It's still holding the kind of like goofy, fun-loving nature. And so begins the time of returning characters of Legacy. We get Crow.
Oh my god, Legacy. Mm-hmm.
Legacy characters. We get Crow.
They shoved Legacy
and
down
his
our throat too
new
hard.
Assault Blackwing deck. I like Blackwings. I do.
I also like Blackwing.
I'm not as huge of a fan of them anymore. I like them. I still have my Blackwing deck from when they first came out and were super popular. I do. But I don't really give a rat's ass about Assault Blackwings. We're gonna go into soon enough into the other Legacy characters where I give a lot of care about these new cards.
Jack shows up with his new red deck,
and I love reds, which is we meet Jack Atlas again, who's the second Legacy character we meet, and I love his new cards. They're so fun.
Scarlet, great. Like the red resonates and the red cards are great. Also great cards.
Tyrant is a fun fuck you. Twin two-tuner fuck you card.
Mm-hmm.
It's a solid fun time. And then it dips not because of the plot. It dips because it just went on too long, and they kind of like teased us with things that didn't happen. It was kind of unnecessary.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Speaking of things that didn't happen, remember I'll make Stardust Dragon mine
Shut up.
from 5Ds?
Yeah, shut up. We're moving past that.
I know that's something else dumb, but yeah, back to this.
It's just like how they tease us with like a duel between Yuya and Yugioh that never happens.
Yeah, that was in the opening, and it never happened.
Yeah, it's just whatever. And it's fine. Then we get to the Xyz arc. And again, it's dipping a bit further, but it's still holding relatively short. It's getting more serious. It's getting more serious, and that's good.
And we're learning about like Yuya's parts and like the alternative forms.
And this is where we once again get to a little one of Darkness's many prophecies: terrorism.
War. Fusion Dimension. They nuked the fuck out of Heartland.
Yeah, it's a wonderful time. It's a serious in nature, as it should be, because it's a serious time.
Mm-hmm.
This is where Yuya's character gets a little aggravating because he never shuts up out of this is where his whole smile shtick gets really fucking grating.
He's yelling at people who went through like a 9/11 level tragedy. You should smile and be happy.
It's a frustrating thing, but it isn't totally insufferable yet. It gets worse.
Yet. It does get worse.
And also we get once again the next Legacy character. We get
his
Kite.
name is Aster Phoenix.
Well, we get two actually. You're right.
Yeah,
we get Aster Phoenix and we get Kite,
who he both converts with smiles. Wow.
Yeah, it's a grand time. Then we get to Fusion.
Okay, wait. Before we go to Fusion, So before we go to Fusion, Yugioh converts both these people who are hardened war veterans.
Well, he doesn't really convert Kite, to be fair.
Well, he converts Alistair, which he shouldn't.
Yeah, he does get Edo/Aster on his side, but Kite just follows along because he wants revenge still.
Yeah.
He doesn't convert him, he just comes of his own will.
Yeah.
Free will. It's like, yeah, you want to take down Fusion? Cool, I want to. I would kill them all.
I ain't cutting them. Nah, fam. But
Fine,
yeah, Nara and Fusion.
But I do want to crush them.
And Nara and Fusion, which is just like... Do you want to go for it, or should I?
I'm going to continue because I was doing this. We enter
Okay,
Fusion,
go for it, dude.
and we get back to Yuzu's misadventures after Synchro, where she gets fucking teleported
Kidnapped
off into
again.
another dimension. We get to see Jack swear after blowing up a pillar. Shito!
Shito!
um, yeah. And this is where we meet the next legacy character in Alexis.
Alexa.
I love Alexis. I love Alexis a lot. I don't like this Alexis, but except for that one time where she serves as the catalyst for my favorite character. Which we will get to that duel really quickly.
Yeah.
Soon enough. So we get to Fusion, and it starts off okay.
I'll be right back. I need to dip for like a second. You keep going over this. I'll be back soon.
Okay. So it starts off okay, and then we get to the stuff. Then we get to the actual storming of the castle of Duel Academia. Duel Academy, the Fusion, whatever. Duel Academia. And this is where things in Arc 5 go so south, it is unredeemable. It just goes so south, so fast, it's utterly ridiculous. So right away, we get to the Battle Beast stuff. And we get to the Carding of Crow. It's dumb. It's bad. It's whatever. And the only person who really cares about it is Shingo for some fucking reason. It's bad. It's a bad time. Then we get to the waste of time area that is the duel between Yugioh and Rin. It's a bad time. It is a waste of his story arc. It's a waste of everything.
All right, back. Sorry, what I missed?
I was talking about the waste of the story arc that is Yugioh and Rin. After the duel with the Battle Beast and the Carding of Shun, and the fact the only person who really cares was fucking Shingo for some reason.
Sad Shingo, very sad. Okay. And you haven't brought up the waste that was Yuri yet?
I've yet to do that because I was working my way up to it. Then we get fully introduced to the shit show that is the Fusion Parasite plotline. That made everything about these characters that were lovable, which I haven't even spoken about Serena. I love Serena. I love her a lot as well.
She's very sassy.
She's a sassy little girl. So let's assess. Why not just we introduced all these bracelet girls. Let's assassinate all their characters in one fell swoop. And that's what they did.
Yes, they did what they did.
Then we get to the duel with my favorite character, where it's the highlight of the Fusion arc. He has to duel Alexis, and he's like, pick a deck. Do you want me to use my deck or this deck that all of the Obelisk Force use? She's like, I want to use your deck. You to use your deck and take me seriously. Obelisk Force deck it is. I've never used this deck. Completely fucking destroys her.
Yuri, top tier shit, my dude.
And then he wins through fucking cheese tactics. And when he beats fucking Yugioh and Edo and Kite. It's a beautiful time in regards to a person who really likes Yuri as a character.
Fun fact: the crystal wing in the anime is actually worse than in real life. If he stayed with like Clear Wing that had like infinite negates, he could have won.
Yeah.
But that's something else.
Yeah. Then we get to another beautiful moment as a fan of Yuri, with the most beautiful loop I've ever witnessed.
Oh yeah, Clear Wing, Starving Venom, and it was a spell. I forget what it's called.
Fruit of Destruction and Flower of Destruction.
There we go. Thank you. Which
and
will
it's an infinite loop.
which will constantly burn the opponent every time a monster is brought back.
Well, it's
And
like
it just-
she every time he special summons starving venom. Uses his effect to try to steal the effect of a monster. Clearing negates it. It destroys starving venom. Using the effect of one, it lowers the attack of Clear Wing, brings back starving venom, and then the fruit of destruction lowers the attack of the opponent's monster and burns them, and then it never endingly loops does that, with the damage increasing every time.
Yeah. And that's how he destroyed Yugioh.
That is the peak of Yuri's character.
That's all downhill from here.
Then we get to the duel between Yuri
and Yugioh.
Well, actually, before that is the fucking clusterfuck of a duel that was Yugioh,
Reggie, and Leo. Well, okay,
Leo's
okay.
a fucking terrible main
I'll
villain.
give it okay. We'll talk about him later, but before we go about that, the only good thing that the Parasite arc brought out was Odd-Eye's Raging Dragon.
Yeah.
That's because I love that card. But yeah, Leo, he's an idiot. He is a brain-dead nitwit.
His entire plan makes him insufferable. Because it is so petty. It is so fucking annoying.
Should we wait
I
until
want my daughter back. What?
Yeah, we're going to now.
No, we're on here. I want my daughter back. What about your fucking other daughter and your son?
Rare was adopted, but it counts. So yeah. What about his other daughter and his adoptive daughter and his son?
Also, yes, Rare is a girl.
Yeah, so Rare is a girl. So yeah. Like, I don't care about my wife or my adoptive daughter or my son. Fuck 'em. I want my daughter back. So I'm gonna go to all these dimensions and just fuck them over. I'm gonna go to the Xyz dimension, take Ruri away from Shun, who's like the last piece of family he has left, cause Yuto to go to other dimensions, get himself essentially killed, so Shun's now alone. And like, even though all these bracelet girls had their own lives and personalities, I don't care. I want my daughter back. Fuck you, Leo. You insufferable piece of shit. I hate you.
He does all of this for the sake, and he justifies this by doing this. His justification for literal terrorism and nuke in an entire like peaceful nation is for this.
I want to defeat Zark.
No, it's just I want my daughter back.
Oh yeah, that too. Also Zark, which like he said, oh no, but Zark, no, you're full of shit. You just wanted, you just wanted your daughter back.
Her name
and like
what?
It was Zark and
Feck.
Ray.
Yeah, it was Ray. That's right.
It was Ray. Yeah, thanks. Big brain is me.
Yeah.
Even though all these bracelet girls and you boys had their own personalities, and if he just sat on his ass and like standard, everything would be normal. Nothing would have happened. Yeah. Shun, Ruri, and Yuto would all be fine. Yuto and Ruri would get married because they are a canon relationship in the series. It's one of the few.
Yeah.
But, like, if Leo didn't have to like get off his ass and start fucking over everyone, everyone would have been fine. No one would have died. Everyone would have been happy.
It would have been a grand old time.
But no, he had to fuck over everyone like the piece of shit he is.
He's a mistake. But it gets worse.
It does get worse. So now back. So Yuya and Yuri.
It's like I don't like it. I love Yuri, but I also knew that he was going to lose. But what resulted is the biggest missed opportunity for the use of a character of all time.
Yuri needs redemption, or
no?
Okay.
Fucking
what
Yuri. Actually, fucking Yuri's fucking no, the entire plot of Zark. Zark is most pointless.
That's much better. That's much better than that when I was thinking. You're right.
Zark is the most pointless main villain of all time because
Yeah.
he does nothing.
Yeah.
So let's get that straight.
After
Nothing Zark does matters.
yeah,
Nothing he does has any relevance.
after Yuya and Yuri's duel, Zark just pops his fucking ass out and just says, "Oh well, time to fuck everyone over." Just
First of all,
Zark,
let's get right away on this.
Mhm.
What is with Gremlin Yuya? Gremlin Yuya is fucking stupid. We knew what Zark looked like. They showed us what he looked like.
No, but it's just Dragon Gremlin looking after Yuya. What? Okay, imagine how better it would be if, like, instead of Zark showing up, like Yuya Zark showing up, it was just regular Zark. And then for the rest of the series, and like we go back to standard, it's just regular Zark is there. And
Yeah.
like, it's just a regular. Everyone acts like it's like everything was normal, and like they call him Zark, and he's like pretty much taking over like Yuya's life, and he just keeps on living until like the thing shows up with Jack, and he gets his memory with Gogen Zaka. He gets his memories back, and then like through all the duels, he just constantly uses Odd Eyes only, and then like in his in his Jack duel, he fully embraces like being like he knows himself as Zark, and like
Yeah.
he duels to his fullest potential. Like we'll go back to his duel with like where he just shreds everyone's anuses. Oh man.
Then no, and I'm gonna tell because he destroys everybody. It's fine. It's whatever. I don't give a rat's ass about that. The duels are stupid. They're okay, but like they're dumb.
Sora could have won. Is a funny thing. He could have won. He actually could have beaten Zark, which is stupid.
Yeah, he could have, but he didn't.
But nah, fight my Chimera, yo.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on. Keep going.
The thing that frustrates me to no end is Zark is a dumb villain. Not one because his writing is shit, but also because because they make him out to be this monster, but Zark is a sympathetic villain. That's the thing. He's a sympathetic character, but they don't ever give him that.
Yeah,
and that's frustrating.
He started out as a guy who just wanted to entertain and make people happy, kind of like you at the beginning. But like as people watched him, they just wanted more violence, more intensity, more girth to his duels. So he keep giving it to him, and eventually he just became this like fucking madman. Who's like, "Do you want entertainment? Here you go." And he destroys his home.
What drove Zark insane was the call for more violence, the call for more that never ended. But there was also he can hear his dragons. You could hear the dragons. They wanted safety. They wanted protection. And it drove him insane and broken inside until he became the monster that Leo saw. But let's not fucking kid ourselves. Who created the tech that brought this about? Leo is the root cause of it. He may not have intended it, but let's be real here. You made real monsters. What were you expecting to happen, Leo?
Oh, expecting people to have fun. No, you're an idiot.
It's the same logic that, like, as much as I love them, they're stupid. It's the same logic that everyone makes fun of Team Aqua and Team Magma for. What the hell were you expecting?
I just wanted to like flood the world. I didn't expect this. What did you expect to happen? Ocean pals.
That's the logic that Leo is operating on when he did this. Zark is a sympathetic villain that doesn't get anything. That's dumb. That is poor writing, and that is a terrible, undeserving undercut of a possibly good character.
Yeah, and it's the entirety of Arc 5. Misused and underutilized
Zark
potential.
gets beaten by 4 spell cards that fucking Deus Ex Machina their way to victory, but not really because they're mentioned beforehand. But they're dumb.
How did Ray activate those in the first place? She have to summon like enough Xyz fusion and like everything to have in the graveyard to do that.
I don't know.
Who cares?
it isn't important for the fucking
Gaping
plot we're
plot hole.
working.
But yeah,
And then Zark gets beaten, and we move on to
Amnesia.
the Amnesia arc.
Oh, the Amnesia arc. Oh.
The Amnesia arc is the arc in which is the period of which me and Michael met.
Yeah. And it is awful. It's like we could have had so many things in the episodes. We could have had like more development for like Zark, more development for Ray. We could have looked like into fucking how Shun feels that his family's dead.
We could have a Yuri redemption.
Yeah, but no, he's just all happy buddy with all the U boys now. But no, we waste like 5 episodes with nothing.
Nothing happens. They're just all slowly remembering Yuzu, which just brings about the question of fucking why do I care?
All Yuzu did the entire series was get kidnapped.
She started off
why should I care about
and
her?
interesting and got kidnapped. They did the same thing to Serena, which is frustrating.
She turned into Yuzu at the end.
Then we get to the fucking the duels between each dimension, which is which Shun's duel is the most frustrating.
Can I may I vent about this, since like Yuto and like everyone exceeds like where I love them the most?
Go for it.
Okay, so Shun, his family's it's pretty implied these families dead. They weren't carded when like the fusion dimension attacked. They were unfortunately killed in the whole crossfire. So all he had left was Kite, technically, Yuto, and his little sister Ruri. Unfortunately, early on in the series, Yuto, again underutilized as fuck, he gets shoved into Yuya. He gets his Dark Rebellion, and Shun goes his entire thing with like, you're not Yuto, I don't care. And so they duel, Yuya and Shun, later on in the fusion dimension, when Shun is banging on Leo's door saying, give me back my sister, give me back Yuto. And like, he can't, unfortunately. And usually, and they duel, and somehow, some way, through this smile mentality that Yu's adopted, shoving it down people's throats. No, not mentality. His smile,
philosophy.
Yeah, his smile philosophy, which he shoves down people's throats the entire show, is like, it's okay, Shun, smile! And after Shun loses, he's just okay with everything. Yuto's gone forever, Ruri's gone forever, and he's just fine with it. Why is he fine with it?
Next.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Okay, next part.
We get to Jack's duel with Yuya, which is a cool duel, except for the fact it makes no goddamn fucking sense.
With now Jack being like, come on.
Why is Yuri okay? Why are they all just buddy with Yuri? It makes no sense. Whatever. We're moving on.
Yeah, should we have had something like
defeat of Zark through the power of smiles. This is not a joke. This is not a drill. This is how Zark is ultimately destroyed.
Time to make a baby smile,
which then at the end we get the most frustrating thing of all, where Yuzu returns because Leo saved her and split her off somehow. But he couldn't do it for every other one.
Yeah.
Just fucking
understood. But yeah, it's just Arc 5. It started so well. It had its moments. It gave you fan tips. Add characters you like fell in love with, like really, really quickly. But everything just went to shit.
It wasted every opportunity.
It is the epitome of wasted potential. But hey, but a friendship was born out of it, so who cares? Hey, now let's talk about Vrains. Grrr.
I'm going to go back to the initial image for the sake of because it's the only thing that fits here.
Oh, nah. Let's not put the random shit I posted here to laugh at. But yeah, let's talk about this now. Yusaku.
He's
He
the
is
most boring, most
boring,
awful,
bland,
most shittily written main character ever. He is worse than Yusei. He is worse than Yuma.
He's not lost a single duel through the entire series, and one duel that like happened kind of recently fucking boils my blood.
Is it?
But we'll get to that later. It's him versus it's him versus Go.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, I'll go on. I will go off about that when we get to it.
It's so dumb. Okay, yeah, right away. Let's go with let's stay positive. Let's start with the positive because there's very little.
Okay, Yusaku. He's a super talented duelist. Okay.
The plot line is interesting. I love Emma.
Yeah.
I love Emma a lot.
Emma's best girl.
I love Bloodhound. Is that his
Blood
name?
Shepherd?
Blood Shepherd, that's right. Fucking God, I'm dumb.
Rest in pepperonis.
Yeah, I liked his character. Like, he starts off super bland, but they gave him an actual character, which is great. Yeah. I love it.
And like, he hates AIs because like an AI made him lose his arm, and like I think like I don't know. It's not said, but like it's pretty implied that like it like severed his mother's like spinal column, and she's like paralyzed from the waist down.
Yeah.
During the car crash. Yeah, that's interesting.
That's a
tragic
character.
And then we learn about like the missing incident where like all these kids were like taken away and like experimented on to create the Ignises.
There's an actually good character, but like what makes Blood Shepherd is like he's defined and more than that, which is what makes him interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because why he hates AIs, and then his character evolves further in his relationship with Emma. Not like that kind of relationship, but brother.
And their relationship with their father.
Yeah.
And like how he's dead and shit. Bigger rip.
And that's a character. He's not he's not an amazing character, but he has character.
That's more than we can say for Yusaku. I can't say
for most of the characters in the show.
Aoi,
Yusaku and Yusaku,
but red.
We got gold Yusaku, red Yusaku, and blue Yusaku.
Who's a woman?
Yeah, and
girl
and,
Yusaku,
and female Yusaku.
Yeah, there we go.
Yusaku with boobs.
Boobies.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, Yusaku.
So now that we've gotten the few positive things,
time to go and shit on this show.
Yeah.
Yusaku, his archetype of the series is Cyberse, and his main gimmick is the Data Storm. When he's below 1,000 life points, he can pull a Deus Ex Machina and grab a link from the ether.
So basically, he takes the Crimson Dragon's blank card, he takes the Millennium Puzzle, he takes the Numeron
Shining
code,
Draw.
He takes Shining Draw, he takes the fucking...
Yuma making cards. Yuya making cards.
He takes everything that everybody does, and he makes it into a game mechanic.
Yeah. Like, one thing, he's never gotten a card through Storm Access that's never like not helped him. Because isn't it random?
Yeah.
How does he keep getting cards that work? Shouldn't that like some point he should get like a card that like...
The only card that I've ever that he got out of it that I ever gave a rat's ass about is Power Code. And it's not because Power Code is good. It's not because it was an interesting duel. It's because Power Code is the most anime thing ever.
It punches a card, it explodes, it explodes again.
Yeah, it explodes. It makes anything it kills explode twice. It is the most unnecessarily beautifully animated thing ever. Moving on.
Yeah, but Yusaku. Storm Access is just he goes through duels trying to lure his life points to luck into a win. Because like he can't control what Storm Access gives him. He just sticks his hand in it and then just pulls out Firewall or pulls out Decode or pulls out
except when he does get the choice.
Since when? Oh, has he ever gotten the choice? I'm pretty sure he hasn't.
I'm pretty sure that's what that fucking thing was.
No, it wasn't choice. It was like again that was even dumber. But like we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll get to it in a minute. Okay, Yusaku, he's just bland. He hasn't lost a single duel, and every duel he should lose, he Storm Accesses his way out of it. He was extra linked, for God's sake, and he beats Revolver. How?
In the real world, when you're extra linked, you're
Just
kind of
scoop.
just fucked.
You just scoop. You're like, well, I've lost. Time to go play Cards with Serenity.
Like you get extra linked, and you look at your hand, look at yourself, and you're like, I have one turn. If I top deck fucking Gamma Seal, I'm gonna continue.
No, not even Gamma Seal. There's like a new card. I forget what it's called exactly, but like it's like meant to like destroy links. So I'm like, you send this card to the graveyard.
It's the Trimare card.
Yeah, it's a Trimare. Like, you send this card to the graveyard, and then you send cards. You send this card from your hand to the graveyard, and like.
Yeah, it's the new Ibli.
Yeah, Ibli. There we go. And it sends cards from like your opponent's like monster zone or something, like depending on like the difference between you and your opponent owns.
It's Nightmare Corrupt. No, it's not Nightmare Corruptor. It's the I know it's the new Nightmare or Trimare because I played it when they were still Trimare, but it's Astro Nightmare Idli.
That is the one that like it's like a giant
9,
orange sphere thing.
If the total link rating of all link monsters on the field is 8 or more, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned while your opponent controls more link monsters than you do, you can send all link monsters on the field to the grave.
There we go. And you're gonna hope you top deck that.
But I say Gamma Seal because Kaiju's like are kind of like the generic answer to everything.
Yeah, fair enough. But like that's kind of like the link answer. But whatever.
But yeah, no, it's just like if you move yourself one turn and it's like I didn't top deck it. Yep, bye.
Yeah. How you suck it out of it? He summons Firewall and like he then summons Decode with Firewall and like Monado busters all of Revolver's field like out of existence.
Even though fucking he had stolen Power Code Talker and fuck it, whatever.
And Transcode Talker, but no, man.
How did he even get Firewall? Because he got extra linked.
No, because like Revolver had like he had like link ones that like he had like one link that like pointed to him. No, not that. He'd use like a Decode card in the graveyard to like special summon one from the grave, like pointed to like one of his link zones. So he had a link in the main monster zone, and that's how he did it.
Whatever.
It's still dumb as shit.
He has a lot of weird graveyard effects. Like I make fun of Yusei for his weird convenient effects.
Yeah.
But Yusaku is the king of convenience.
Every card he has floats in some way. And it's dumb.
Like no deck has that much floating. His deck is nothing but it.
And Cyber's actually pretty shit in real life, so I don't know why they have so much floating. But yeah, now off Yusaku, we'll go again. Sorry, I'm talking about Yusaku's bullshit now. His newest Storm Access is Neo Storm Access, and in a recent duel against Go, who had Earth inside of him, Repperoni again, his skill is an anti-skill. It cancels the skill that's used. So when Yusaku tried to use Neo Storm Access, Go negated
it's just
that.
Normal Storm Access, not Neo.
No, now it's Neo.
Is it really?
Yeah, now it's Neo Storm Access.
But I thought Neo Storm Access was like the new thing.
Yeah, that's the new thing. I'm talking about like what.
Well, no, he tries to use
normal
Storm Access that gets negated. That's what I was saying.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Neo. But if it's normal, I apologize. But like regardless. He gets cancelled due to Go's anti-skill. He then uses a trap card, which like burns for like 900 damage, leaving him on 100 life points.
Yeah.
I shit you not. He activates the second. No, it wasn't Neo because it has a secondary effect.
Oh, I
activates
thought
the
Neo was like the
secondary.
secondary. That's what he called the secondary effect.
Nah, nah, nah. It was the same thing. The
Okay.
secondary effect of Neostorm Access is if you fail to add a card to your extra deck during Neostorm Access and your life points are 100 or less, you can add another card immediately if you do not add one last time.
And the storm is even more ruthless.
So, literally, if Go had not burned him, he won the duel. But Yusaku had this bullshit asinine ass pull that just won him the duel. And that's what at that point, if it wasn't flat out obvious beforehand that Yusaku was never going to lose a duel, he is now. They're just gonna, if anything, if in a tough situation, like there's gonna be another effect. Neostorm Access. If you have one
Variable.
life point remaining, you can add any link monster to your hand.
His next
and you
one's
get
gonna be
to pick
50, and we all know it, right?
It'll be 50. Yeah, it'll be 50. And you can add any link monster to your hand. You get to pick the effect, and it'll be like some like
any link monster
fire
in your hand. You
dragon
can
up.
special summon any link monster that you just got.
Yeah, ignoring some ignition, or like using monsters in your graveyard as material, and it'll be like a firewall upgrade, and then he'll win a duel with that.
It's gonna be. I mean, if we already got firewall upgrades, so fuck whatever.
There's no upgrades like the firewall retrain like all the Odd Eyes ones, but
Still.
yeah, kind of, sort of semantics, but yeah. At that point, if it wasn't blatantly obvious, Yusaku's never going to lose any duels. He'll never lose.
I can't wait till he figures out a fucking beat
I can't.
Longinus or whatever the heck they're called, or Legionus or whatever.
Who gives a damn? Okay, now should we talk about Red Yusaku and how he's just Yusaku but like happy?
Is he?
So, yeah, Soulburner's just happy Yusaku.
But is he? Because like
Kinda.
but not really.
Okay, no, he had one thing where he had PTSD from like what was that? What was that card again?
Zombie Wolf.
No, it wasn't. No, it was. He had like 2000 defense, and like it was a dark zombie monster. Bear from the Dark.
What?
Like, it was a zombie monster that had like 2800 attack, and like that's like Soulburner had PTSD from that during the Lost
I mean,
incident.
that's Despair from the Dark, but like.
Okay, it was Bear from the Dark, and like that entire storyline went nowhere because he's like, oh, I'm over it.
It's the most pointless, like flashback arc of all time.
You're like, I'm scared of Spear from the Dark. Okay, no, I'm not.
I would have it would have been amazing if he was afraid of fucking like Doom King Balderrock or something.
I would have liked that.
Because fucking Doom King Balderrock's actually abusive. Whatever.
But who cares?
He's just pointless. He's Red Yusaku. He has no defined character. He's slightly happier. Yay.
Slightly.
And he may or may I'm pretty sure he was currently invented for the sake of to give Yusaku an also a character to have Yui ships with, besides Revolver.
Or Yaoi. Is it Yui or Yaoi?
It's
Let me
Yaoi.
guess. I'm really surprised if Yui is like the term used for Yu-Gi-Oh ships. A Yui ship.
I hate you.
I'm sorry. Okay, Aoi. She seemed cool at the beginning, but now she's just like
Yui Aoi.
Yaoi. Oh my god, that's the ship name? Yusaku and Aoi. Yaoi.
No.
People spread it now.
Nah.
What have I done? Oh god. But yeah, Aoi. Now she's boring. She's
that's not her name though.
What, Aoi?
Yeah, no, that's
Sky Zeisen.
Sky.
Yeah, that's in the dub, but Aoi's like her actual name.
I know. I hear she likes bowling.
Yeah. Hey, Yusaku. Hey, I'm Yusaku. Do you like bowling? Because I like bowling.
It's the best fucking line.
Yeah, the dub for Brains is like, it's top tier shit, my dude.
It's so bad, though. It's bad, like, except for that one thing. Can you imagine Yusaku talking to somebody for like 2 minutes? Hi, my name's Yusaku. Do you like bowling? I like bowling.
Oh god. Yeah, wait, fuck. Who's the hot dog guy's name again? I'm drawing a blank right now.
Cutler?
Yeah.
Cutler? Coulter?
Cutler.
Coulter. That's what his name is.
That's Coulter in the dub, but I can't remember his actual name, so I don't. Kusanagi, there we go. Kusanagi, my acquaintance. Fuck you, Yusaku. Get fucked. But yeah, Coulter or Kusanagi in the dub, he's a bully. He's just a bully. He just clowns on Yusaku constantly.
I stopped watching after like 3-4 episodes. I was like, nah.
Nah, man, ain't about that life. But yeah, that's funny shit. Okay, whatever. Of Kusanagi and all that, Kusanagi's brothers, oh man, the other brother
Aoi has like a fucking thing where she has to go through like 14 different names.
Blue Angel, Blue Girl, Blue Bitch.
Blue Maiden, and she has a new deck now.
She does?
Yeah, she has a
water
deck now.
Oh, because Aqua. Fuck me. What is she using?
I looked
like
it up
missing
earlier. It's like
Aoi's Aizen, Yugioh.
Sky, because that's what they have it as now on the wiki now.
Guys,
Marincis. That's what it's called. Marincis. Marincis.
How you spell M what?
Marinces. They are
Marincis. Okay.
Yeah, they're with the distinction of the dressing similar to royalty and a secondary design of various sea creatures being implemented into their clothing.
Okay, I see
Blue
it.
slug, coral anemone, marbled rock, seahorse, and sea star. And then they have current and wave. It's like they special summon themselves from the hand when extra deck monsters on the field to facilitate further link summoning. The extra deck monsters in turn have effects such as special summoning more of their monster members from the graveyard, or cards from the graveyard to the hand. Also has normal trap cards that can be activated from her hand when an extra deck monster is on the field to disrupt counterplays.
Is this like Dino wrestlers that would go just stop using Gokis and switch to an arguably worse deck?
Yes.
Fucking damn it all.
But to be fair, like Go is never gonna fucking extra link somebody with like fucking Troymare.
I know. But like I know like why switch, because like it's meant to show them like not being all for the fans anymore. But like, why did you switch from Trickstars? What? Because you have Aqua now as like your Ignis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
God damn it.
Revolver's boring.
People who ship in Yusaku need to be kept as far away from me as possible.
I have mace and pepper spray.
I have a cricket bat under my bed at all times.
Spectre is a fucking pedophile.
Yeah, he goes.
He has a fetish for trees.
Oh my god, tree! That's him with trees.
It's disturbing.
He's tree mum.
It's disturbing.
It is disturbing. You stay away from him.
Yeah.
The pointless plot line with like, I'm the real Yusaku playmaker, you're fake.
Bowman.
Fucking Bowman, you're an AI. Get out of here, faggot.
His spoiler, his brother's dead. Brother, air quotes.
Oh no, wow, I'm so sad. Nah, man, let's not forget about the best character. What's his name? Damn it, he used like Green Baboon.
We don't fucking talk about him.
What's his name?
I don't care what his name is. I don't remember.
Damn it! He hasn't shown up in like ages, so I've forgotten what
Daigo or some shit.
Daigo, that's from Beyblade Burst. Wrong series.
I don't fucking care. Fuck you.
Daigo means I say in Spanish. Okay.
It's fucking. Who cares what his name is?
He's the best character. He's Playmaker's BFF.
Fucking Brave Max.
Brave Max. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Look up Brave Max. That's how I'll find it.
God damn it.
Thank you.
No.
Nyakushima. Nayuki Shima.
Yeah. No.
Shima.
Just
Shima.
fucking why?
Shima.
Just no. I'm done. I don't want to talk about it. I'm fucking done.
When my brain's okay, I've broken you.
Emma's the best fucking character. She has emotion. She's good. She's fucking best girl. Moving on.
Brains is an awful series. It'll eventually crash and burn. Yusaku's never gonna lose. Go used to be a cool guy, but now he's an annoying piece of shit. You just want to strangle. And Nearest Max, this is bullshit. Okay, that's everything. That's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Was there anything else you want to cover really quickly before we end?
Not that I can think about at this current time. No.
Well,
but maybe,
that was.
But maybe if we ever think of enough shit about this, we can do a part 2. Who cares?
I mean, yeah. I mean, for the first, at least this is the end of the first episode of Mistake Cast, because it is nothing but a series of mistakes with us.
Yeah.